Salute. What's good, family? Salute to the TWT family, man. Salute to the JusDueBoxing family as well. Combat 2 bag, my bro was good with it. Carl Hunter was good with it, bro. We appreciate y'all for sliding through. Opulent LD, my brother, was good with it, family. Appreciate you for sliding through. DP Rocker was good, family. Appreciate you. I see you putting in that work too, man. Good shit too, DP. DEMETRIUS probably was good with it, family. Appreciate all y'all sliding through. Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't, man. And we gonna talk today, man. We got a few things to discuss, man. You know, we all know Wilder coming back on the 15th of October, and just so happened that the newly crowned undisputed lightweight champion is fighting on that same date of October 15th as well. So we got the Devin Haney and George Kambosos rematch October 15th as well, same day as Wilder. And man, we pretty much knew that Kambosos was next. I mean, my only issue with it is not the fact that he's being a man of his word and, honoring the contract. That's not the issue. The issue is, the misdirection that was going on, making it seem like they wasn't contractually obligated to fight Kambosos next, as if they could have went in another direction. I just thought that was a bit strange. I think they should have just been straight up with the people. You know what I mean? There was nothing wrong with it because they pretty much said it from the jump. You heard Devin Haney say it. He was going to honor his contract and be a man of his word. I mean, and he's moved exactly like that thus far. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't expect anything different. Ricky Williams, my brother, was good with it, Brody. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? So again, I don't have a problem with him being a man of his word. I actually appreciate that type of energy because you need more of that in the sport of boxing. Men just being men and definitely being men of their word. But like I said, Josh Sanders was good with it, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. J.A. was good with it, family. J off the rip, but some people are cool with lies as long as it favors that guy. And you get what I'm saying? And we always try to call that shit down the middle. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Like, appreciate you for sliding through, too. Crush was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. See my TWT family in the building. But yeah, I don't have a problem with, a guy being a man of his word or a man moving like a man, like I'm saying. But the misdirection that his pops was doing, he had a couple panels and he kind of was misleading with the information that he was dropping, making it seem like they didn't have to fight Kambosos when in fact he actually did. So again, I don't have a problem with it. I'm pretty sure we all know what the outcome of that's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect it to be no different. I mean, I think it's going to be another wipeout, another whitewash. It's going to be another showing for Devin Haney just to show what he can do. I hope this trip that he actually go in his bag a bit more, whether he's forced to or not. I would like to see more of his offense in there instead of him just being primarily, jab dominant. I would like to see him, digging that tool bag just a little deeper, regardless of what Kambosos do or don't offer that night. And again, I'm expecting him, like I said up here, when he beat Kambosos, like, something I thought that was interesting, man. And me myself, I don't know about y'all, but I always felt like after Kambosos was coming Lomachenko because of the way Bob Arum favored that dude. And I was feeling like, he gonna do whatever he can to make sure Lomachenko get an opportunity at them belts, but I heard a little more recent clip, an interview from Devin Haney where he said, after this fight, he gonna, basically talk it over with his pops and his team, and and see how he look in there, and he basically gonna wait and see what his father say in terms of if he should stay at 35, like how he look, I guess how he make the weight and things like that. Because as we all know, I mean, the dude, it been a little tough for Dev to make the weight at 35. He's been sticking around for quite a while, but thought it was a little interesting that he had that approach instead of saying like, you know what, when I'm done with Kambosos, you know, I'm looking to get in there with Lomachenko. I thought that would be his energy, but it seemed like it's a little bit different. And I'm not gonna say he ducking him or nothing like that, but I thought that was a little surprising to hear him say that. I would think his sole purpose after beating up Kambosos would be to fight Lomachenko, because the name itself is a credible one. KJ, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you sliding through. So like I said, man, I would think his energy would be a little more aggressive towards wanting to fight Lomachenko. Reason being is that he stated on a number of occasions that one of the, you know, the fights that he want for sure at the top of his list at 35 would be Lomachenko. But, you know, I think October 15th, him handling that business on the 15th would create the perfect opportunity for him to do exactly that. And again, you know, I understand he was a man of his word in terms of, you know, fulfilling his contract, but my thing is you've been adamant about wanting to fight Lomachenko, and I just thought it was a little surprising that now that it's you know, things are, you know, kind of clearing itself out. Y'all got a date, you know, you gotta, you know what Kambosos is gonna bring, you know what I mean, for the most part. Like, I ain't saying you putting the cart before the horse, but I expect him to win. And like I said, you know, a win would just put him in a perfect situation to get the fight with the guy that he said he wanted to fight the most at 35. Like I said, with him talking about his weight, and he gonna see, you know, he gonna wait to see how his father tell him he look and what they should do. I thought that was a little surprising. And, you know, in this today's generation, man, when fights don't happen and they don't materialize, people are far too quick to call duck. I'm not going to call duck on this just yet. I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say the energy just seemed like it shifted just a little bit, just a bit. I don't want to overstate it. I ain't saying like he ain't going to fight the dude and he ain't willing to try to make 35 again to fight him, but that piece of information, he never spoke like that before for the most part. Like, you know, I would have thought he would have been, you know, on top of it, like, yo, Loma is next. Especially, like I said, that opportunity to be there. Why not fight him? And my other question for the fan, man, something I wanted to speak on for a second, is we all know I don't know if y'all heard, I'm seeing it swirling around a little bit that Kambosos is saying if he lose again, he gonna retire. And I'm gonna say this straight up, I'm not even in the slightest bit surprised that he gonna retire, or he even speaking that way, because we all kind of we could kind of expect that. You know what I'm saying? You kind of stole, so to speak. You got lucky to be in the situation you was in. You got a emotionally unstable, you know what I mean, not physically ready, not all there mentally nor physically, Tiafimo. You know what I mean? You was fortunate to get that off. You know what I mean? You ran and met your match with Devin Haney. You lost, but in losing, you was able to secure a payday that you would have never otherwise gotten in your career. So you was fortunate to get it once, and now not only once, now you getting it again. So you pretty much making, like, you know, life-changing, you know, money for you and your family. So I wouldn't be surprised if you retire after another ass whooping, because like I said, you gonna look at it as you had all the belts at one point, and you know what I mean, you fought the best that was out there. I already know the spiel and how you gonna speak it, how you gonna spin it. Felt like you fought the best and and all this shit. You was a champion before, and I think if he's speaking like that and he thinking about retiring already, you know what I mean, that would be only his second loss. That's a cop out. He's still young as hell. George Kambosos is like 28, like he's still young. I just think he know what time it is, because he's food at 35, and I've always said that. Like any of those other top dudes that he getting there with, he gonna get chopped up for sure. And Pete, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? Yeah, like I said, any of those other guys that he decided to get in there with, he gonna get smashed out. Make no mistake about it. I don't see him beating no top guy at 35. And like I always say, after Devin Haney beat him, he gonna return back to where he belonged, which is back to irrelevancy, where he was before this situation. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple little decent wins on his way to Teofimo, but like I said, I always said it, he the split decision king. You know, even in his biggest wins, like none of his wins are clear cut. Like I said, it's always ultra competitive, and this is with guys that are not even top level guys. So just imagine him getting in there with anybody else that's a top guy at 35. Like he'd get smoked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that he's sitting here talking his retirement shit, and I ain't gonna be surprised to see him go. And I ain't gonna be sad to see his ass go either. He can take his ball and go all the way home. Matter of fact, being at the fight is in Australia, ain't he already home? He could stay his ass right there after the fight over. And he ain't got to fight again ever. And that's no disrespect to him. I just don't care to see him. So if he retire, cool. Get your ass up out of here. He asking for help in the rematch from outside sources. Yeah. And it's funny though. It's funny if he asking for outside help. Like I just don't think he a better fighter at the end of the day. Ain't no real help that he gonna get that I think is gonna just make him a better fighter than Devin Haney, especially on the night. I just don't see it. So he could go get. I respect it. You know what I mean? A guy that's willing to try to go, get help to improve, or you know what I mean. But I just don't see it. I see him getting his ass beat. He should already have done that party room reserved. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out of here. We don't need it. He going back to the land down under. He gonna stay his ass right there after Dev Haney beat him again, because Dev gonna shut him out again, pretty much. That, like I said before, the most I could see Kambosos doing is trying to be more aggressive and throw some caution to the wind. But that's just gonna cause him. That's just gonna leave him. My bad. That my son got a little surgery, getting teeth removed today. Is anesthesia be having the kids tripping for a minute. But yeah, my bad, y'all. After he get his ass beat, and he could stay in the land down under, and we ain't got to see his ass no more. And I was hopeful to see a Devin Haney and Lomachenko at the end of that contract. I was hoping that's the direction. But like I said, with Haney talking like that, it just sounded a little unsure. So I hope I just hope that's just him talking, and not him, making plans to leave 35 just yet without fighting him. And then in another little headline, I don't know how much news this is for y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all already heard about DEMETRIUS Andrade dropping his belt, his WBO strap. And I see some of the headlines, and they asking, is he ducking JANIBEK? I don't know. I'm just a little confused. Just to seen the unseen boxing. Salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? Ain't he finna be called a duck by haters? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, you notice I ain't want to go that route. I just said the energy switch, but yeah, you know it, because they right now, and it's funny you said that, because the next topic was DEMETRIUS Andrade, and I see people saying he ducked JANIBEK. So I don't know if I'm willing to say that just yet. I mean, if he had plans, like, and again, I don't. Devin is not a duck. However, he was clout chasing. Hey, Rick, I'm with you on that. I don't think he'd duck either. And that clout chaser you speaking about, could it be that situation, that take situation maybe we was talking about? And making it doing all that talk about Tank, knowing damn well you was gonna fight fight Kambosos the whole time. Devin wasn't the first undisputed either. No. There you go. Ghost was good with it, bro. Something told me, yo, that you was gonna pop in here. And I know you got something. I know you got some shit to say about they calling your boy a duck, man. Calling them DEMETRIUS Andrade out here, man. Could you believe it? DEMETRIUS Andrade. Go say come like yeah, man. Yeah, but the clout chasing, that shit, I did a video on that, some clout chasing shit. I was doing I got Ryan Garcia ass. Cam saying he don't having the clinch and just the fight. What you complain about him clinching? Tying up. Bro, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. You know you be working like a mother. What's good with it? No way he ducked him. Or if he beat him, yeah, it would have been. Yeah, he still ain't fighting nobody. Yeah, he got some people. Yeah, man. It's still a lot of smoke for everybody. Like that's the only thing I don't like about the fighters. All it take nowadays is one solid win and the fighters start acting like they done made it, man. It's still a lot of work to be done, especially when you only 23 years old. Sword clip Charlo didn't want to do what Big Bro about to do. If I was from Texas and it was from my city, I'd be mad too and call Andre the duck too. Click Tarlo. Bruce Gas, salute OG. What's good with it? Appreciate you for stopping through. Goes going in. Yeah, Dad, like just going back to that point. Yeah, I don't want to see him do as much jabbing and clinching as he was doing in the first one either. I understood it because he wanted to fight in a way I think that would make the fight clean and give him clear separation in them rounds. And he wanted. I think his approach was that way because he tried to fight in a way that would make the rounds convincing when he won them. You know what I'm saying? Even if he was jab heavy, it was easy to score them rounds. That's why I think he fought like that. But I think in a rematch, he could take some more chances and do a little bit more. Cam was saying he wants to fight for Devin, not to clinch at the exchange to make it entertaining. Yeah, I hate with fighters. So in other words, you want him to give you a chance this time to punch him back. You don't want him to get his and get out of there how he was doing, how he's supposed to do. It's hit and not get hit. Not hit you and just stand there and exchange so you can get your shit off. Hell no. That just let me know right there, like, you're not going to win and you're not confident in your ability because you already want him to fight in a way that would benefit you. Why in the hell would he do that? His whole objective is to exploit your weaknesses and take away your strengths. That's that simple. And one of your strengths, you can't deal with his movement as a fighter, and he's gonna always be ahead of you. It's 10 out of 10 Kambosos lose to Haney. I don't think it's nothing he'd do. It ain't no lucky punch. I don't think he could land in none of that. It just is what it is. We all knew that going into this fight. He wasn't a better fighter. Moving up to 68, fighting an undefeated 22-0 switch hitter who's bigger, stronger, and younger for the WBO strap and do backyard in front of 30K people, bigger than anything Charlo did. You talking about what are you talking about? Moving up to 68, offering to step in, but David Benavidez actually calling him directly after they asked us to was something Charlo could never even dream of doing. It goes to like Charlo. Monica, salute, Queen. Appreciate you slide through. They fighter gets pushed at events and his state it cowers away. I was buying security, especially shit. I'd be mad too. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Monica. Safe driving on that road, man. T, what's good with it, my bro? My TWT family. It's the top ranked way. It's tradition. I feel you. Man. YB, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for sliding through. Just like Andre versus Zach Parker is the fight, which happened in last time around. So 30K tickets before Demetrius sadly had that injury. Is that the route that he's still going right now? That's what I really want to know because I ain't really been hearing hearing no buzzing about it. My bad if y'all hear something. Hold on, y'all. It's something. What, they got a truck outside my shit? These niggas gonna come fix the road right now, man. I feel like going out there, man. Y'all don't cut that loud ass shit off. I hope y'all don't hear that in the back. But yeah, is that the route he's still going? Cause I ain't been hearing nothing about it. And I want to see, oh, okay, yeah, he said he fighting Parker. All right, I can, in the casual's eyes, how Devin fights can be boring. Before it was more entertaining. They call his fights boring too, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think part of that boring stuff that people call, that boring shit people talk. I mean, I always look at it like this. When you really scout a fighter or you've been watching a fighter and film and actually watching the fights and watching them progress and really knowing what type of fighter you got, like, you know what to expect with Dev Haney. I mean, I don't think that's such a bad thing, but it's like, I don't go into a Devin Haney fight expecting like a bloodbath or all-out war because he a technician. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fight defensively first. He gonna think defense first, usually, to me. Yeah, he fighting Parker, cool. So again, like, that's the thing. Is he really ducking JANIBEK? Because if he already had plans and he going up at another division to fight a guy, undefeated guy, and this JANIBEK dude just came around. It's like, I think didn't the WBO try to order that too? So I guess people taking it as he dropped his belt, so he ain't want no smoke with him. The crazy part is earlier offered to bring on Paul Andre under the following condition: bring team or Benavidez. Since you say Andre ducking him, we will make fight on air. Then man, that'd be too much like T be saying, bro. Yeah, because the WBA approving for Zach Parker. And that's what I'm saying. So how is he really ducking, or is it people just trying to put that jacket on him? Yeah, he asked to fight Parker and they approved it today. See, it's still there. I appreciate that, Jack, because I didn't know that. And that's all I was wondering where he was going. So then I could have more of an opinion, I think, on it if I think he ducking. Now, under them circumstances, I don't think so. That's just one of those situations where JANIBEK, a fresher guy, like a newer face to people, and they seen some talent and some promise in him. So naturally, being that the fight could have happened in any way, shape, or form, and he looked like he could potentially be a threat in the division at some point, they gonna run with the duck tag. But if he was looking like some shit, then they wouldn't be saying it. But being that he got some skill with him, because JANIBEK could fight, but there's no way I'm picking him to beat Andrade if they fight. Like, that's just me. I've seen way too much on Andrade, not enough of JANIBEK to just think that he gonna have an issue fighting that dude. Niggas are mad at DEMETRIUS Andrade for not taking 250K, fighting 12-0 prospect. He literally had embarrassed former Olympians on runs, just like the dude multiple times. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a fan of throwing jackets on people that don't belong, on nobody for that matter. Even if I don't like you, the way you moving as a fighter, like, I'll just throw duck tags on people. That's why I brought that up, because I already see people doing it and they saying he ducked them, and I just don't think so. We with it too much because I'm tired of these dudes. Yeah, writing narratives which are not true, and that's all I'm saying. I'm just addressing it because I've seen it several times, and it's at nobody in particular, but I just be seeing it. JANIBEK ain't like that yet. He ain't fight that much. His last fight was against someone with wrestling shoes. It's not a duck. That's what I'm saying, T. I don't think so either, bro. You can't call it that. He trying to fight. So I know 1/4 was actually going on the streams, disrespecting Paul Andre and the whole family out of pocket. That's what I'm saying, man. Just making shit up, man. Just because you repeat it a bunch of times don't make it no more true. When we called out Chris Eubanks, I told you that time at 168 offer still on the tables. Option was following Eubanks for the WBO 160 super belt. Yeah, people was mad at him for that, for saying something to Eubank. But Eubank could fight Conor Ben. Then when I say that, the conversation go dead. Charles, what's good with it, fam? We appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? Move up and fight Zach in the fight which were approved already. 3, fight the mandatory. Yeah, and he I think going up, and then I think it's smoke up there, man. He been at 60 long enough. Like, that's my thing. And that fight was already like in the works before the injury anyway, like you said. So I don't see how just because he didn't choose the route you want him to take, because you got people out there that really believe JANIBEK is such a threat to Demetrius Andre. I just don't see it like that yet. I ain't seen enough of them. And everybody look like that when they first starting out, man. It always look like that. Ain't that dude on the older side too? He older than what people would think. Ain't he to be like 12-0, whatever he is. 3 options to try to negotiate JANIBEK fight. They were unable to reach terms and never ever refused to negotiate. They were in negotiations for a month. Money is not there. Who was paying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And people just be talking. That's what I'm saying. All that duck shit be having to stop. If he ain't a duck, just don't put that on him. If he duck, then we can call it out. So Andre go to JANIBEK. He deserves these other big names and better fights. That's all I'm saying, man. That dude getting up there, man. He in the later stages of his career. Andre ain't no damn prospect. Dude been a champion for years. D-Free, what's good with him, my bro? Appreciate you sliding through. That's what I'm saying. This dude been a champion for years, man. And if he want to go up, move up a weight class, and he think it's smoke up there for him, then why not? I mean, like I said, he been at 60, he's 60 long enough, man. And he already was planning on going up. And I think he gonna do well at 68. I just want to see. It's time for dudes to move up. It's time for Charlo to move up too. It's time for Charlo to move up too. He said his prime out though. That's the part that hurt him, bro. That's the part that hurt him. That's the part, and that's why I feel like every fight that he had from here, it gotta count. He gotta make them all count from this point. From this point on, you can't afford to just fight anybody. And I don't think fighting the prospect really do shit for him. Nah, hell no, not fighting, because if he beat him, what is they gonna say after he beat him? They're gonna say he wasn't ready, he was too green, he didn't have enough experience. They're gonna say something like that. I'm pretty sure. So DEMETRIUS Andrade might actually be doing himself a favor. This might have actually been one of the better decisions that he actually made in his career. You know what I'm saying? To go up to 68. I think he should. Decent undefeated prospect at 68 gets to fight the 68-pound champ and can unify with the monsters people say they got at 68. Was we talk? That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. People, you know what, yo? People are short-sighted, Ghost. If that's the right term I could use, man. Like they only see one step at a time. They don't really see further than one fight. Or some people can't see past the call out, or a fight that they think should happen. They don't see anything past that because they already got a predetermined outcome of how it's gonna play out. You got the people that really push or want to see that fight bad. Are the people that probably think that Andrade is going to lose. You know what I'm saying? But they haven't seen past that. They haven't even thought of the possibility. What if Andrade beat his ass and then where he go from there? It's just it's a waste of a fight. Like you said, 68, I think the opportunities is there for him. And as long as he take advantage of them, he'll be all right. Thing is, he haven't been getting the fights. Why not? JANIBEK, he might get the Benavidez fight. Getting fights. Why not fight JANIBEK? He might get the Benavidez. I say because shit, him going to 68 would put him in that position to get a Benavidez fight, right? I don't see why he couldn't get it, especially with the way Benavidez be talking. Too many excuses to be made if JANIBEK loses. That's all I'm saying, Fate. That's where I'm going with it. And I can hear him now. I can hear him. That's the only reason why D-Free damn, just to answer your question. For me, like in my mind, in my opinion, I think it'd just be a lot of damn, excuses if he beat the prospect. If he beats JANIBEK, where does he go? What does he do? And I think, and again, if we thinking like the long game, because again, Ghost, you just gave a good like explanation of what he could potentially do at 68. I feel like, especially if you already had plans on moving up, you might as well do that. Fight what's his name, Zach Parker, and then like you said, try to get a champion at 68. He got to move up, yeah. Fate, yeah, that's a good ass fight. Yeah, what's up with Adamas? We need to see more of him. Munguia don't want to fight nobody with a real post. But I guess that I hear what you saying, D-Free. I get it, but for me, I guess my train of thought was a little different. Like, or I'm more in favor of him going to 68 because he a little older. So it's like, if he could cover more ground at 68. And get the champions in there faster, because 60 dudes ain't been mixing it up at 60. So I guess it'd be like he need to put a rush on it. Whatever it is that he doing, he need to put a rush on it because he getting old. He missed He missed some prime years, like my bro just mentioned. But he beat JANIBEK. He has no fights. He would have to move up without JANIBEK fight. That's not negotiable. Yeah. Regardless of how this came. Yeah, I think that's all. That's where I'm going. He might not get the benefit. Oh, you saying he might not get the Benavidez fight? Well, I guess it. I don't know. I guess it's worth a shot though. Cause shit, 60 been mixing it up even less. They really don't be fighting dudes hold on to their belts for a long time without fighting each other there. This shit just crazy. That's where all I'm going, D-Free. My train of thought is going that way because he a little older. So I'm thinking like whatever you doing, if that's a faster path to a title at 68, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, go ahead and do it. That's just my train of thought. Like, you know what I mean? But I do get what you saying, like still fight him and then move up. But I'm just thinking his ass a little old. See that clip of Jose Benavidez once again. All right, bro. Bet. I got you, D-Free. Everyone, oh, you hear it. Yeah. It's a Rick, they like fixing the street right outside, like literally right outside my house, yo. They had days to do this shit. They gonna do it now. Kyle, what's good with it, TBS? Appreciate you for sliding through. Andrade and Morel, maybe. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it for sure. I just want to see him in there with a name that he gonna get the respect for, that's gonna be meaningful. That's all it is with me. Boo Boo's was in a lose-lose situation. If he fights and wins, he beats another prospect. If he chose to move up and wait, he's ducking. And you get Black Mamba, salute, bro. Appreciate you. That's my thought too, though. That's another thought for me too. Exactly, like just go in there and fight somebody that's more credible, so you could, you know, D-Free always like, what's good, bro?
What's going on?
Talking about the vibrator, my bad, job. Yeah, they fixing the street outside the house and shit.
No, what I was saying was, why not fight the JANIBEK fight? I know he's getting older or whatever, but he hasn't fought like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So why not fight JANIBEK? It's not a given that you're going to get the Benavidez fight. He hasn't fought you yet, and you've been trying to get that fight for a minute. So, and you've been trying to get the Jamal Charlo fight. So it's not a given that you're going to get those fights. Why not take this fight that's right here that you can get? Regardless of how much money you're going to get paid off the fight, it's a fight that you can get. You've been sitting out of the ring for a minute.
Yeah, I get you. Mr. Chop Top was good with it, bro.
You can use JANIBEK as a tune-up fight.
Yeah, like, see, I'm just a logical person and reasonable. Like, what you saying ain't, you know, that's just another option. You know, I don't think it's crazy. My train of thought just was swayed the other way by his age. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm just thinking, like, if it's gonna go the way he would want it to go, if 68 would create a faster path for him to a title or meaningful fights, then I'm thinking that's what his thought process is anyway, to go there. You know what I'm saying? He feel like he can get there, get a meaningful fight.
He said he's gonna get the Zach Parker fight whenever he moves up. But Zach Parker is the WBO mandatory. So if he's not gonna make more money fighting Zach Parker than he would make fighting JANIBEK. So why not fight JANIBEK? Let Zach Parker fight Canelo, and then you can move up as the WBO mandatory right away.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that's just another option. That's why I like having these conversations, man, because I got, you know, different, you know, perspectives, man. But I just said I wasn't gonna run with calling him no duck for, you know what I mean, for moving up. Like, I can't run with that. He would end up fighting Zach Parker whenever he moves up. Only way he gets big fights at 60 is by winning the WBO. He's fighting for the WBO at 68. See. So it's like you drop the title to compete for the, you know, the same title. I don't see why that's a problem, especially if that's going to give you some leverage in that division. Not saying you ain't had that same leverage there, but like I said, the way 60 been moving, it just seemed like it's much harder for them dudes to mix it up for whatever reason.
He said he got 4 or 5 times more fighting Zach Parker. Who the hell is Zach Parker? I know JANIBEK. I don't know who the fuck Zach Parker is.
But I guess what he's saying, D Free, because I did hear something about that. Not only did people expect him to like go the JANIBEK route, but I think they was gave him like a low ball offer too or some shit like that on top of that. So it's like you was kind of wasting his time. And I think that'd be the part that they don't highlight as much. They'd just tell you that he ain't accepted or he went in another direction so they could paint the picture of him being a duck. They ain't gonna reveal that they was a little shitty on the business end, and that's probably why he chose. It was an easy decision for him to make.
I mean, if that's the case, if that's the case, then yeah, go ahead and move up and fight Zach Parker. If that's the case.
Facts.
I was just saying, if he didn't have no fight lined up, why not fight JANIBEK and then move up and become the WBO mandatory? But if they got him ready to fight Zach Parker, because I know that fight was put off because Boo Boo got hurt. So I know that fight was put off. So if they lined it back up, then go ahead, fight Zach Parker then. And what up?
No, that's what's up. See, yeah, and that's good. That's good for him because that's another thing that I know. Aside from quality fights that he need, he want that bag. You done missed some time out. So if you getting 7 figures as opposed to 250K, it's like that's an easy decision. Man, that's the part they won't really talk about. Like, man, you know that boy ain't trying to fight for no pennies, man. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful, bro. He said they sold 30K last time it was booked and was making 7 figures for that. That's what's up. Ronnie, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you sliding through. Zach Parker 22-0. Yeah, it'll be a solid fight for him, Ronnie. I think so.
I don't care about those records because those records are blown up. That records don't mean shit. You can be 22-0, but who the hell did you fight?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about them. I'd rather him fight somebody that was motherfucking 17-4 that was going to be a good ass fight than to fight somebody 22-0 that ain't fought nobody.
It's harder to be a mandatory. Shit, I wouldn't. Shit, the deal with Zach Parker is already done. It's not the same deal as the one he already has for the interim belt at 68. Contracted guaranteed shot at 68 WBO title by May 2023 max. Yeah, because my main thing for Andrade is I just want to see him make smart chess moves at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because he need to cover some ground as much as he can, if even possible, for the time that he missed out. Like, you can't get time back. But what you could do is try to make every move you make thus far, like moving forward, make them shits count. You know what I'm saying? All right, hurry up, put Miss Do stuff away. Make stupid. My bad, y'all. Yeah, it's calming down a little bit. I think they moved down a bit. I still hear him out there though. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, it got to be his self-fate. Like, that's why I'm kind of trying to let him, like, live, but I don't know where he's going because it's been a real chill, relaxed, good energy. This is how I like to, this is how Just Do operate. Nice and smooth. Got my bro D Free up here. Like, it's normal in here. Rick in here with the jokes. Yeah, they crazy. It ain't bad. They had all day. They gonna wait till now. As soon as I get on here, they out here yelling, laughing, having a whole conversation. Y'all don't get out in front of my shit, making all that damn noise. He just officially made the move. Now it's real because he let go of the 160 strap. Facts. And I'm just saying that just don't make him a duck. But I understand the other possibility that D Free presented. Like, it's all cool, but I just don't like the duck tags. Like, give them shits out accordingly, man. I ain't a fan of just, placing.
That's what I said, Ghost. I said JANIBEK and Zach Parker, they both are tune-ups. I said if he got Zach Parker, then that's good. If they trying to lowball him with the JANIBEK fight and he got the Zach Parker and he's making 4 or 5 times more, that's good.
I definitely get both of them. And Ghost, if that's how that's gonna work out for him, that make a lot of sense too. And again, it's all about time for him. And he need to be efficient with his moves. They need to count. Like, I can't stress that enough. And he got to know that at this point. So if that's how it could work out for him, and he just got to handle business against Zach Parker and put himself in position. Kano was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah. That's what's happening, Dwayne. Yeah. He said, yeah, that's what's up then. G5 was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you sliding.
What's up, G5? Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that JANIBEK and Zach Parker are both tune-ups. Not that he need to take a tune-up. They are tune-ups. G5.
Fixing it really gonna fix the street right now. Yeah, man. But I think that's a good. It's gonna be a solid fight for him. I just want to see him get back because the more time he spent off, man, it just inactivity and father time is always always speak on that. That's like a fighter worst nightmare. That's a tough combination to get over, man. You've been inactive, injury, you getting older. You just want to get in there and make sure you still you. I mean, last time we seen him in there, he came to hurt some shit. And I know dude wasn't the best of opponent, but shit, he ain't played with his fool. He got him up out of there. And I still think he got something left in him. I just want to see him stay active because you start hitting them 30s, that shit hit different. And he like 34, so he want to put a move on it, man. He got to put a move on it, man. But man, just to switch gears for a second, man, I had to put this up here. Did y'all see this? Or I know I couldn't be the only one that seen this, and that's why I asked this question. Because you know, I for one, y'all know we rock with Bomb Squad all day. But man, remember the talk was he don't do road work, and that's why he gassed. Did any of y'all see that clip of him doing some road work, yeah? Malik Scott posted. I said, man, that just gave me a different feel, man. And like I'm just saying, I know that's just something I haven't seen, and I know that the story has always been he don't do that. So to see him doing it is a good thing. And you know, I just read the little caption. It was like you know, leaving no stone unturned. And I like that mentality. He looked lean. He looked cut up. He looked like how he's supposed to look. Heavy. Now he's doing some road work. I think that's a good sign for him, man. I'm gonna be happy to see it. Like you know, I think it's a fair question. How much will it help him? You know what I'm saying? Gotta help to some degree. You get what I'm saying? If he wasn't never doing it, you get what I'm saying? And that's just being fair and like logical. If you ain't been doing something that is known to help every other fighter, because that not doing that to me is like trying to reinvent the wheel, thinking you don't have to do that. Like, and I feel like every fighter, like that's unanimous across the board. That's just something you have to do. Road work, you know what I mean? Like you have to. So it's like to see him doing it now is a good sign, man. So they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I ain't saying it's a new trick, but it's a different element to the game that might make things a little bit different for him. I mean, who knows? Skills, what's good with it, bro? Mr.
Not a new trick.
In the flesh.
That's something that you teach. That's like you teaching your dog how to use the bathroom outside, but you never teach your dog how to sit, and then you finally decide to teach your dog how to sit. It ain't no new trick. It's a command. Sit your ass down. They know how to sit.
He started on road work after. That's what's up. That's what's up. I just know they never highlighted it, so it was like it's just refreshing to see it. And again, being that, you know, my feelings toward it is people always, you know, said how he didn't do it. So to see him actually doing it, and for them saying like, you know, I read little captions and I make something out of it, like this, no stone unturned. To me, we doing everything possible to get this dude in the best possible shape for this next fight. Like you training, you know what I mean? Because I feel like each fight after the last one is the most important fight of your career, despite what's on the line. You get what I'm saying? It's like every fight is from here on out is the biggest fight of his career. Don't matter what opponent and none of that. It's just what he been through and all that shit coming back. So I'm just glad to see it. I hope that shit really have an effect because, man, I'm telling you, any improvement for Wilder is going to be great. Period. In any way, shape, or form, if he's able to improve in any area, it's going to be something good. So I'm just glad to see it. You're the heavyweight call. Russian. Nope. Nah, Fate. I check him out, though. Fate, that brother's Ghost. I knew Ghost and know him. I knew Ghost and know him, though. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ronnie, man. I got faith in the Bomb Squad, for real. I do. I really do. I mean, and again, all them fights he had, and for people to say like how he ain't have this and that, I always say, yeah, the more y'all say he's limited and what he's accomplished, I actually saying more about him. That says more about him as a fighter, that he was able to accomplish that much with being that limited, as what people say. And it just is what it is. That's why his run was what it was, man. That shit is gonna be a while before you see somebody repeat that, man. And it's definitely not in that manner. Oh, my bad. Good criticism. Yeah, facts. Skills. That's why we said you know, like him going up there, if he beat on Zach Parker, he's an undefeated young kid, strong young dude. They respect him over in his area. He beat him up, get a belt, put himself in position to really challenge for some shit. And I hope that's what he able to do. That Benavidez, I tell you what, he won't duck. I don't see it. He have to show me. I don't think he'd duck Benavidez if he's still there. Because he
ain't ducking no Benavidez. He wants the Benavidez fight. He ducked the fight that he been asking for. Now, if he ducks the fight that he been asking for, they come to a legitimate agreement and the money's right and everything, and you duck that damn fight, then you just a duck. Don't even fight no more. Sit your ass down in the corner.
Damn, Ghost, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. So that's all I'm saying. Don't call no man no duck. That's really putting himself in position to get the smoke. And that's what he attempting to do. So either see it for what it is or don't say nothing, because you can't just be putting a duck tag on a man like that. I just don't see it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him no duck. Yeah. I'm just gonna say he made some bad decisions early in his career. I'm not gonna call him no duck. He ain't no duck, because I ain't seen him run from nobody. I just seen he made some bad decisions. He listened to his manager or whatever, made some bad decisions. I mean, that's really what it is. I wouldn't say he ducked anybody.
Yeah.
He had the wrong people in his corner.
So, confirmed that Paul Andre approached him, even though they confirmed it. Folks still running, saying he ducking Benavidez. Yeah, man. I don't know. That be that fanboy shit that I be talking about. That's be the annoying shit. Like, fight don't happen or materialize, you won't even know what it is. You'll just say somebody ducked him. As I told you, somebody was doing that in my comments about Shakur saying he ducked Navarrete. That shit was pissing me off.
Did they see? You should have asked them. You should have went back and responded to that daggone that post. I mean that text that they sent you and said, "Did y'all see Navarrete Saturday night?" Shakur would have beat the shit out of Navarrete.
I keep telling people, man, and again, I'm telling you, it's funny to me because when they be so headstrong about fighters beating another one, the reasons behind why y'all think that fighter is gonna beat the other one is weird to me. Like, y'all be basing it off these things that's just too simple. Like, when you at that level, you gonna need more than just that. Why? Because he throw a lot of punches and he got some power. You telling me that's enough? Because I don't be hearing nobody say nothing else. Like, that's why I say that. When you ask somebody to break it down, they say they're gonna say some simple shit like that. He throw a lot of punches. I'm telling you, throw too many punches for him, man. And he could punch. I don't care. You're gonna get his punch output gonna fuck around and drop if he get in the ring with Shakur, and you're gonna be getting picked apart. Them same punches that be there for him against them other guys won't be there for him that night. If y'all just watch the fight.
Who never Rocky lose to? Who did he just lose to and lost his shot to?
Got one long loss.
Miguel Bissett? Was it Miguel Bissett?
I'm gonna look right now.
I think it was Miguel Bissett or Oscar Valdez. One of the two he lost to. I think it was Miguel Bissett. Or did he beat Miguel Bissett?
Trying to tell you, I'm like, man, I keep on.
Either he beat Miguel Bissett or he lost to Miguel Bissett, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no, he lost to some unknown dude early in his career. Some dude, his dude was 4-0 at the time. It was a unanimous decision loss. Some Daniel Argueta. Yeah.
What was the last win he had before he fought Saturday?
Let me see. Joet Gonzalez.
Okay.
But Eduardo Baez was getting in his ass until that liver shot landed. That liver shot did some damage. It took him out. That liver shot hurt him. Shakur would have beat that nigga blindfold. That's what I'm saying, man. They just be saying anything nowadays. Now, Zay, what's good with it? Yeah, Haney about to handle some business October 15th. Man. Like I know he is. Now ours powers overrated as hell. His Canelo boxes. Telling you, man, them dudes, man. Cam gonna be a Cam man after this year. That's why I feel like he's saying he's gonna retire. That's why I feel like he's talking like that. You get the 2 biggest paydays of your career, and you ain't got no smoke. You ain't really got no real work for none of them top dogs. You're gonna return to irrelevance. You'll never be champion again.
You heard what Kambosos just said. He said if he lose to Devin Haney again, he retires.
Yeah, he's gonna retire. I had that up here. Yeah.
Go ahead and pack your bags and walk off into the sunset because you're done. I mean, that's a good retirement check. You got a nice, you got what? You made $20 million in this 2 fights. That's a good retirement check.
It's like he hit the lottery twice, back to back. You know what I'm saying? Hit the lottery back to back so he could sell off into the sunset. Take his ass.
Definitely gonna lose again. You might fuck around and get beat up worse than you did the last one.
Yeah, he won't fake. He'll never be champ again. And it's funny because, I mean, you know, the technical term, yeah, he was champion, but you know how I feel about people that only have a belt for one fight. I don't care if you had them all. If Devin Haney was you know, how he just won and he undisputed now and he go fuck around and just, you know what I mean? Lose them belts. Like, but see, he held his belt, that other belt, longer than that. So, but yeah, he's not. But Kambosos is a title holder to me, and he'll never get a belt again. That's basically what I'm saying. He'll never get a belt again.
What we could say is Devin Haney, he's the undisputed champ or whatever. But he was the WBC reigning champion. He had that belt for multiple fights. I think it was like what 3-4 fights he had that belt. He fought Gamboa, Linares, Jojo Diaz. Yeah, he fought 3 fights.
Yeah, he had quite a few title defenses with that joint. Kambosos done. He put it all against Lopez. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like he whatever he had left, he left that all in there in the Lopez fight because he back to irrelevancy and looking regular as shit. It's just like Edgar Berlanga out, and it's bogus outside of them 16 first round knockouts. It's like he shot his load all in them 16 fights, and he just looks so ordinary now. It's like the snap don't even be looking crazy. His punches like it. And I seen it 3 fights straight. I'm like, damn, this dude, it's just like he don't have the same zip on his shots. It's crazy. Because the competition ain't raised that much. It's raised to some degree, but not that much. He just ain't looking like, you know what I mean, the same guy.
I look at Rockman as a title holder and Buster Douglas as a title holder. They had that belt for 1 fight.
I feel you,
they never defended it. They went to go defend it and lost. They never defended it.
Facts, Ghost. He was, though, to be fair. And again, he wouldn't even got that against Lennox if Lennox wasn't playing. He caught Lennox playing and slept his ass. He might move up and go fight Teal in the future.
Lennox got a weak ass. Lennox Lewis, his chin always been his problem.
Man, champ Andrade going to protected check before no corners duck. Now little cowardly drop another belt and challenge Benavidez to a fight. Not that life at all against Lopez. Lopez just didn't fight his best. Yeah, he damn sure ain't fight his best. I always said that if they fought 10 times, Teofimo will win the other 9. I really feel like that. It's not even a question for me. It's not even up for debate. If they fought 9 more times, Teofimo will win them all. They trained for it. He looked different. He looked different that fight.
Yeah, I think T.O. beat Kambosos. It's just T.O. played too many. He tried to play too many head games with Devin Haney, and he ended up fucking his own self because he's out there bullshitting around and not taking it serious. And when it was time to fight, he thought he was just going to walk straight through Kambosos and didn't study Kambosos. And Kambosos was like, okay, you giving me all this time to pick you apart. And he studied all about T.O. that he needed to study, and he beat T.O. ass. Listened to his dumb ass father and tried to go in there and knock him out, and got his ass almost knocked out.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out why Tio ain't never tried to go for the rematch and try to get his belts back.
Yeah, he ain't want it, and they clearly stated that. So he did not want that rematch.
That's crazy.
And I guess he'd blame it. I guess he'd blame it on not being able to make the weight. Lady do.
Nah, that ain't got shit to do with it. That nigga beat you. That nigga beat your ass that bad that you were too scared to even try to rematch him. Because if you clearly believe you won that fight, you be like, man, fuck that, we gonna rematch. Fuck that. You ain't beat me. I know I would. If I believe I clearly won that fight, we rematching, nigga. You can tell everybody no, we're not rematching, but I'm telling everybody I want a rematch.
Facts, and he went he took his ass right on up to 40. And again, as I was talking about it before, like I said, I seen a list that got that dude ranked number 5. So his next move better be a damn good one. It better be his best move or one of them, because he been talking a lot.
He been talking about he want Regis Prograde. He want Josh Taylor.
I think Regis Prograde will hurt him very bad. I truly do. I think Josh Taylor might outbox him. Might outpoint him.
I think Josh Taylor stops him.
Yeah.
I think Josh Taylor will stop him. Even though Josh Taylor, in my eyes, he got beat against Jack Catterall, he still would get stopped against. Tio would still get stopped against Jack Josh Taylor.
Yeah. I was a fool with pay Tio the money
I see him get stopped with everybody in the top 10, except for maybe Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia probably be the only person in the top 10 that Tio won't get stopped by. Everybody else in the top 10, I think they stopped Tio.
I don't even know if they had him rated in top 10.
They got Ryan Garcia rated in the top 10.
Do they? I know that list. I know that list I was looking at. I don't think his ass was in there. I think what was they had? I know they had Taylor at 1, 2 was Regis, 3 was Zepeda, I think, or Ramirez was 3, 4 was Zepeda, 5 was Tio, 6 was Antoine, 7 was Catterall, 8 was Barboza, 9 was Matias, and 10 was, who the fuck was 10? I know I ain't about to miss. I really did all that off the top, and I'm not going to remember the 10 past week. Damn. Who they had at number 10? Fuck. Oh, Montana Love. Montana Love. They had Montana Love at 10. Yeah. Taylor too big for Tio. That's possible, bro. That's possible.
At 140. I said his last still campaigning at 140. He need to move his ass up to 147.
Yeah, they still had him listed at 140. Yep, they had him at 10. Damn.
Maybe it might have been sanctioning body that had Garcia ranked.
They had Sandor Martin at 11, and at 12 they had that dude Ponce. I forgot his first name. Man, I just remembered all 12 of them off the top. As looking at that list, yeah. They had his ass in there. I forget where they had Ryan Garcia at on that list.
Yeah.
But I know that Pedro Campo was nowhere in the top like 50. And that's my whole point. Like, if you talking like you a killer, then fight, bro. Fight.
As I said, everybody in the top 10 stops Tio. Everybody in the top 10 stops Tio. There's nobody in the top 10. The WBC had Ryan Garcia in the top 10. Okay. Yeah. Nobody in the top. Everybody in the top 10 stops Tio. I don't see him beating nobody in the top 10. I don't see him going 12 with nobody in the top 10. All those guys in the top 10 are knockout artists.
And another thing, while we talking about it, man, let me find out, bro, gonna have to be a outboxer at 40. The really succeed, Tio. Let me find out he gonna have to like really be going 12 rounds on a normal basis, like if he want to win type shit. Like far as like, because this power, man, I don't know, man. I'm not sold just yet, y'all. I ain't sold. I know Pedro Campo, and I'm just not sold. He wasn't hurting that dude
No,
at
that's
first at all. And the way his father tried to explain that shit just told me something. It told me that you must have seen it too. So you try to hurry up and explain it like he wasn't turning his punches over. What the fuck was he? He wasn't trying to hurt him. Yo, don't start. Don't start. The last dude that went into the ring not wanting to hurt his opponent almost got fucking stopped. Don't give me that. Don't give me that he wasn't hurting him shit. What was he doing then? Playing with him? Like, cause that ain't smart. You can't coming off a loss. You can't be doing none of that. The little showboating shit you was doing was cool, but don't give me that you wasn't trying to hurt him shit. Nah, your punches ain't hitting like that at 40, motherfucker. That's say that.
That dude that wasn't trying to hurt his opponent, he got beat twice and never got his belt back.
Yeah, nah, chop. I'm gonna give him I said I'm gonna give him another fight to really make a decision on if I feel like his power has transitioned up to 40 with him. He's training to eventually
transition up to 40. I don't think his power is going to transition to 40.
He said this don't have money to launder.
That's the thing.
Tell him don't look that big. Yeah, he big though. And even Terrence Crawford said that. He sized him up. He said he don't know how. He said he don't know how Josh Taylor making 140. He said he don't know what them dudes eating over there.
I'm gonna tell you
top
like
10 WBC. Who that Ryan T you talking about? Oh, Ryan, okay. Okay, and the WBC. And again, that list that I was looking at, because I think it was somebody, I don't know if it was you, D Free. Somebody asked me like and what sanctioning body. That list wasn't no sanctioning body, it was just a straight up list, like no sanctioning bodies involved. It just had a listing of the fighters from like 1 to I don't know how many, however many. It was like everybody that was in 40. I believe that list was. It was an official list, or that person, that platform's official list. I probably could pull that shit right back up. But yeah, they had it just straight.
That was the list. That's what I was saying. Ryan got he was ranked in the top 10 in the WBC.
I'm telling that.
That's what it was.
It knocks him out. Yeah. I don't think T will knock Josh Taylor out. Respectfully, I don't. And Taylor is big. Yo, Taylor like 5'10" for one. That's for one. You know, and again, I know Bud Crawford ain't the biggest dude, but again, that dude is at 40, and that's a 47-pounder saying that dude is big. You get what I'm saying? Just to put that in some perspective, like not just in height. He talking about size.
Hold on, you said
you got Ryan over T.O. too.
I'm about to say Josh Taylor is big. Go back and look at Josh Taylor fight against Jose Ramirez. Look at Josh Taylor fight against Jose Ramirez. You can even go back as far back as look at the fight with Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis. Josh Taylor was way bigger than Regis Prograis. Josh Taylor was way bigger than Regis Prograis. And a lot of people say Regis Prograis is a big 140 pounder.
Ghost is a fool. A1, my bro, what's good with it? Appreciate you for stopping through. Who 5'4" Ghost? He said. Sure, he said T.O. He 5'6" with shoes. He's more crazy. Same Taylor. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I think Josh Taylor is a big 40-pounder, bro. That's why I said that. I know Crawford ain't the biggest, but again, remember he's campaigning at a heavier weight. And when he seen Josh Taylor and sized him up, that's what his take was. Like, first of all, I don't know how that dude making 140. And then he said, I don't know what them dudes over there eating in the UK, what they eating over there. Tay, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for stopping through. So yeah, and Josh Taylor I don't know. I don't know how y'all see him. That's not a small guy to me. That's why I was surprised that he took this rematch like that. And at 40 again, because he just said something about being weight drained, which didn't fully surprise me, but I still felt like it was a excuse. And especially now that you're going to revisit that same situation, it definitely felt like more of an excuse now. I say test Josh Taylor for EPO. So I'm telling you, you know they allowed to do other shit over there that you can't do over here. That's just what it is. Pedro Campa for 5'9". Yeah, and then Josh Taylor, you gotta think Taylor even bigger than that. So it's just a solid dude. He gonna call Vada. You stupid. You dumb, yo. Oh man, you crazy. We gonna see, man. Get T.O. gotta get there. Gotta get there with somebody. He doing a lot of talking. What I had in here.
Yeah, Josh Taylor, big dude. He big. I
So
was watching him. I was watching him fight Regis Prograis last night. Literally, watched the whole fight last night. And just to go back on that, I think Josh Taylor won that fight. I don't
yeah,
think it was. I don't think it was no funny business or nothing like that. It was close, but I went back and watched that fight. Josh Taylor was hitting Regis Prograis with some clean ass shots. Some clean ass shots. Especially later in the fight, he was catching Regis Prograis with some clean ass shots, like combinations. Regis Prograis was catching Josh Taylor as well, but it was far and few between. Josh Taylor was catching him often with clean shots.
yeah. And he was able to control Regis in there. Like he was the first dude I seen that was able to back Regis off and like I don't want to say bully him, but Regis couldn't bully him at all. He just couldn't do it. He just could not do it. He's stupid, yo. Gonna call up Catterall. Catterall sound like a drug, don't it? That shit sound like a prescription drug.
Right.
Say, yo, I saw Josh Taylor in the gym with the natural middleweight one. A guy who's bigger than the middleweight, a guy from Nigeria, you know. Telling you, Josh Taylor is a huge dude. Teach was good, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. You said Regis needs to improve his feet. Yeah. I could agree with that. I could say he could afford to improve them feet. Because if his feet was a little better, I think he could have swayed that fight with him and Josh Taylor. Then again, his approach too, because he you know he don't be wanting to box, and he when that's like your mentality, like he said it straight up, him coming in the box, he come in there to fuck you up. So it's like when you got that mentality, there's nothing wrong with it, but I think you still have to be aware that it's gonna be somebody that you gotta go in there and you're gonna have to box. I don't care what you talking about. Like you gonna have to box some. Like I ain't saying you can't fight them, but you're gonna have to mix it up, and that person is gonna force you to do that. And if you're not able to make that adjustment, and that person is able to compete with you when y'all fighting, and then when y'all boxing, he can outbox you. Naturally, do you see how that fight played out? Josh Taylor was able to fight with Regis, and then when it came to the boxing, not saying Regis couldn't box with him, but Josh Taylor was doing that at a higher level, which gave him the edge. I think that really was the difference in the fight, which is why I believe if they ever was to meet up again at any point in their career, Regis will have to really take that into account, bro. Understand when you get in there with Josh Taylor, he can fight. You're going to have to box him some, and you can fight him too, but you're going to have to box him as well. You're just going to have to be prepared for that. And I think Regis just went right into that fight like, you know what? I'm going to fight him just like I do everybody else, and I get it. But I think that's where you able to learn. That's your learning lesson. It don't have to be a loss if you able to understand that. And I ain't got to be right, but that's just my interpretation of it. The way that fight played out, Josh Taylor stood up to him. Everybody else that Regis got up in the inside with, he was able to maul him and kind of bully them and have his way. He wasn't able to do that. So in my mind, Josh Taylor was able to fight with you at a high enough level where you didn't have no clear-cut separation when y'all did that. But then when he switched it over at the times when it was more of a boxing match, for the moments that it was, Josh Taylor had the edge there. So it's like that's where he made his slight separation. And I think he's a boxer naturally, but I think he did a better job at adjusting to what you do best as opposed to you adjusting to what he do best when he got his shit off. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. So it's like, I feel like what Regis do best is to get inside, get in your chest, work, you know, kind of maul you and, you know, land power shots and hurt you. But when Josh Taylor stood up to him and was able to kind of push him and knock him off his square, unlike any other fighter that Regis fought, that's where he was able to have success too. So that's, you know, advantage in a way to Josh Taylor being able to do what Regis do at just a high enough level to have, you know, some success. And then when it switched to the boxing side, he was able to do that at a better level where he created just enough separation to win the fight. It wasn't by much, but it was just enough. And I think if he switches approach up just a bit, like he could win the fight. I definitely think he could win. My bad, John. I'm behind. Let me speed it up. Regis. Yeah, Ghost. Crush was good with it, my bro. AB was good, bro. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. He said, Cam, ho, bitch will be the first to retire. Yeah, I asked that question. You check the round by round, Regis, as each round in the copy box. See, that's crazy. That's crazy, T, when you say that, yeah. Word. It was that kind of fight. If Cam lose, he might move up. Hey, he had said, yeah, facts, T. It was tight. He said if he lose again, he think he talking some retirement shit. And I think if Kambosos move up, he gonna be even. You know, he fooled no matter what. He will never be champion again. This is not slighting him. He's just not that good. He fooled on a plate. Either way. He is fooled either way, bros. For sure.
I don't go by copy box, see, because copy box that don't win you the fight because you threw a lot of punches or whatever. Because it's not the how many punches you threw. It's the more effective punches. Who landed the cleaner and more effective punches? So you could throw a whole bunch of punches, but if you miss or you hit my guard, that shit ain't doing nothing to me. But if I'm hitting your ass on the chin and I only throw like 10 punches around and I'm landing all 10 of those motherfuckers, I landed the cleaner, more effective punches. Yeah, you threw a whole bunch of them, but you only landed like 5 of them.
Jeez was good, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, Josh I was wild, yo. That shit was crazy. That's what that gave me. That made me have a different level of respect for him. I'm like, yo, he really fought. That eye looked crazy, man. Looked like somebody really took a plum and stuck it behind his eyelid, and that was his eye. Like that shit looked big, wide, and purple, like black. I'm like, yo, damn, yo. Regis was on his ass. Make no mistake about it. That fight was a war. Regis is on his ass, man. Tio versus Love. Can be held. Man, that's a good ass fight on everything. Montana Love and Teofimo with them styles, that'd be a good ass fight. Man, I want to see it. Man, make the fight. Hell yeah. Montana Love number 10 fight on that list I seen. So fight him, hell yeah. Regis landed more.
You looking at copy box or whatever. He landed more, but if you
y'all gonna make me go. Y'all make me want to go back and watch that fight. I swear y'all do. Matter of fact, and that's why I like having these conversations because that's what it's gonna make me.
I know I got the debate on Thursday. I just watched his fight last night.
Yeah.
I just studied the fight last night, but.
I'm telling you, man, them dudes, man, he brought another side out of Josh Taylor, man. He showed me something in there. I'm definitely gonna watch that when I get off too. Yeah, they damn sure got the whole fight still up here for sure. Looking at his eye, yeah, too. Yeah, that eye was crazy. Like that's all I kept looking at. I'm like, yo, this dude really made it through the fight. That eye was crazy. True colors by who he fights next. That's a fact, Kurt. Appreciate you sliding through too, my bro. If I missed you. 2 questionable fights from Antoine Russell and step-up fights. At this point, Josh and Russell is 50-50. That's fair. Anyway, though, that's fair. I don't think they were questionable, but I seen them have to answer some questions, which is what you want to see, which I guess will be flaws. You know what I'm saying? But I always say this, like, you know, is he 16 fights in now? Any fighter with 16 fights in definitely is not a finished product. But for where he at in them 16 fights and with his style and mentality and his conditioning mixed with his IQ and all that as well, he's a pretty dangerous guy for anybody moving forward. As long as he continue to improve, and I think he will because he's a gym rat. Want to rewatch the fight? Yeah, me too, KJ. I got to. Barboza don't fight Teal, make Gary and Barboza fight. I watched that too. That'd be another good one. That's what I'm saying, because they had Barboza at 8 on that list. Gary Antoine was at 6. Teal was at 5. I don't see how he can't fight none of them dudes. If you talking like a killer, then fight one of them killers. That's where I'm at with Tio. Like he talked too much for me.
Tio, that's what I don't like about Tio. I don't like those people that.
I'm
that
watching it again now, y'all. I'm gonna watch it again for sure.
Yeah.
8 out of the 12.
That's what I keep saying. See, you talking about what we see, and we able to sit there and see how many punches he landed and all that stuff at the end of the round. The judges don't see that. They going by the action that they see in front of them. And like I said, Josh Taylor landed the cleaner, more effective punches. If you go back and watch, like I said, I just watched the fight last night. Josh Taylor was. Now I'm not saying Regis Prograis didn't land no clean shots. It was just Josh Taylor's shots was more often that you saw cleaner shots from Josh Taylor. Regis Prograis, he did land some clean shots. I mean, we saw it. He fucked his eye up. He landed some clean shots.
All this conversation tell me though is that this was a good ass fight. That's why I like this shit. That's all that tell me. That's all that tell me. This is a good ass fucking fight, yo. And it just lets you know just how good that fight was. I'm telling you, man.
It was a hell of a fight. And like I said, Josh Taylor was the more aggressive fighter in that fight. And like I said, he landed the cleaner shot. Regis Prograis, he backed Josh Taylor up like once or twice, and then Josh Taylor got back on the shit.
Yeah, because Tio keep talking like a killer. You gotta get in there with one. And next too, you can't. Don't go get no journeyman. Pedro Campo, that was your warm up. Now you talking like that. Now get in there. I'm tired of your mouth already.
I was one of those ones that first looked. I said Regis won that fight at the first time I watched it. When I watched it live, I said Regis won that fight. But then when I just went back and looked at it last night, because last night was the first time I looked at it in some months.
I hear you, Teach. I don't think he exposed though, because you get what I'm saying. Exposing, when you truly expose somebody, like, and again, it's just the wording. Like when you truly expose somebody, you beat them. You get what I'm saying? Like I could say he exploited maybe some flaws. You know what I'm saying, or some weaknesses in Gary Antoine's game. Like he just maybe showed you where he needed to improve, and that's okay. That's what you want to see, because then if we see it, I'm pretty sure him being the kind of fighter, he's gonna go try to work on them things. So it's a good thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all what
and Rance is testing him too. Rance is a good test.
You saw Antoine. You saw somebody land some shots on Antoine that you never saw land on Antoine before, because he fought a better boxer than all the other fighters that he fought. That's all that was.
And you know what I think played a factor too, Ghost? Like again, Josh Taylor was the first fighter able to stand up to Regis, and not just by not getting knocked out. He was able to have some success in terms of physicality in there. Like nobody else was able to move Regis like that. When it came time to them when it was being physical, Josh Taylor was able to do more than hold his own, and I think that might have swayed it too. You know what I'm saying? And then again, it's pins and needles type shit. It's like it's that type of fight, and it's like no wrong answer. Is to me, that's how I look at that. That just tell me the more the higher level of the back and forth to me, and it's good back and forth, but it just tell me the fight was that good. And y'all making me trust me. I'm not just saying that. I promise I'm gonna watch this fight when I end this live. I'm gonna go watch it just cause.
And when you watch what you're gonna see exactly what I saw. You're going to see exactly what I saw. You're going to see Josh Taylor landed cleaner shots more often. Like I said, I'm not saying that Regis didn't land no clean shots. It was just Josh Taylor landed more often. Josh Taylor was landing the cleaner shot more often. And Josh Taylor was the more aggressive fighter in that fight. That's what I said. The first time I watched it, I thought Regis Prograis might have pulled it off. But then when I went back and watched it last night, I was like, oh. Nah, Josh Taylor actually, I had Josh Taylor winning 7-5. I actually had Josh Taylor winning 7-5.
Yeah, that's a close ass fight, good ass fight.
And when it comes to the debate, it ain't got nothing to do about Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis.
You feel like he won? I just and when you again. When we had these conversations, and this conversation now, I ain't even alone. Somebody else mentioned that. I think it was KJ mentioned he gonna rewatch the fight. Like y'all officially made people want to go watch the fight, which is great for boxing. That's exactly the point of this shit. That just make me want to go watch some more shit. That I already seen it more than once, and I damn sure gonna watch it again.
And that's the reason why it's so fresh in my head, because I just watched it last night.
Yeah,
I watched like four. I watched like 4 Regis fights last night. I watched like 4 of them last night. I'm gonna watch like another 4 tonight. But like I said, that fight, it was a lot different from what I saw the first time. When I saw it the first time, I saw something different. But when I watched it last night, and just using an open mind, because I like both the fighters. I like Regis. I like Josh Taylor. I like both the fighters. I was using an open mind, and when I went back and looked at it, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, Josh Taylor did win this fight. It was close, but Josh Taylor won that fight.
Yeah, I got this joint queued up. Trust me, y'all. Y'all made me officially want to go watch it. Officially. Yeah, I'm going to. Tight, yeah, real tight ass fight, man, and a good ass one. That's a worth a rematch shit. That was much way better than that Jack Catterall shit.
It definitely awards a rematch. They definitely should have had a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they didn't have a rematch, but they definitely should have had a rematch.
Especially if you fighting motherfucking Catterall again.
I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know why Regis didn't have a rematch clause in his contract. Well, I know why. I forgot he was dealing with Top Rank. Josh Taylor's a Top Rank fighter. Top Rank don't give rematches.
Mm-hmm.
Top Rank don't give rematches. That's why.
Josh, OJ, he said Josh Taylor refused it too.
Regis was the WBA champion. I'm like, why the fuck didn't he have a rematch? I just thought about it. He was Josh Taylor's Top Rank.
That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. We gonna see. He better not have a repeat of that Catterall performance, or it's gonna hurt. That is not gonna be good for him.
I don't think he's gonna have a repeat of Catterall. I think he might go there. I think he might beat Catterall handily this time. I think he might literally beat Catterall handily.
I think he's gonna be prepared for him this trip. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that fight, that last fight with Catterall won that fight.
Yeah, clearly he outlanded him. And speaking of punch stats, that boy got outlanded every round except for one.
That fight was more of a Catterall win than the Regis Prograis fight.
Yeah, facts. It was. Like I said, if he would have fought like that against Regis would have damn near stopped him. If he'd have fought like that, because think he got dropped in that fight and everything. Catterall ain't no known puncher. If you would have been off your game like that night, man, Regis would have probably stopped you. It's safe to say Regis would have probably stopped you. Josh was the zone then, I think, but Josh didn't want it to. Yeah, he was, because that fight was on the zone. It was. It definitely was on the zone. He's going to beat Jack in a rematch because he found a stronger EPO than the one he was using before. Ghost stupid. Ghost is a fool. No rematch calls backfired on Top Ring in that Tia Loma fight. It damn sure did. Trying to be
it backfired on Loma. It didn't backfire on Bob Erm, because Bob Erm had both those fighters. It backfired on Loma.
Yeah. When you put it like that, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Ghost a fool. Ghost. He said you're gonna get a stronger EPO. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, that Wilder video, man, I hope that means an improved Wilder from a conditioning standpoint, because like I said, any improvement for that dude is dangerous for anybody he fight. He already dangerous just what he already been, and if he anything more than what he been, and I just want him. I want to see him back now more than ever, because I want him to kill that whole notion that he done shit. Like, it's sad. Like, motherfucker can't lose a couple fights, and I get it, but people done suffer worse. Derek Chisora been getting his ass beat for years and beating people up for years. You know what I'm saying? So don't miss me with that. I done seen him flatline, knocked out, come back, win. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I know everybody not the same. I get all of that, but I'm just saying I got some faith in him. Like, I ain't just counting.
what I'm more mad about, not the fact that he lost, not the fact that he lost to Tyson Fury. I'm not mad at the fact that he lost to Tyson Fury because everybody lose. I'm mad at the fact that
Facts,
Tyson
Ghost.
Fury had to cheat. He had to cheat in the second one in order to beat him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up for a little minute, T. I'll be up for a little while longer. I ain't going nowhere just yet.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button, man. If y'all did.
That's what I'm more mad about. I'm more mad about because the last fight you didn't have to cheat. You won the fight. You won the fight easy. I mean, I ain't gonna say easy, but you knocked him out. You didn't have to cheat and you knocked him out. But the first fight and the second fight, you had to cheat to get a draw and to get a win. Why did you have to cheat him? If you beat him without cheating the third fight, why you had to cheat him the first two?
Exactly.
Won the first two fights easy.
Facts, Ghost, man. We ain't rocking with it. We ain't jacking that cheating shit. And that's the part that blows me when people can't understand the disdain that people have for Tyson Fury. Yo, can you just understand that we not advocates of people that cheat? Period. On any way, shape, or form, no matter what fighter it is, no matter what, all across the board, universally, unanimously, for us all in here. When it come to cheating, we not rocking with it. We don't care how much we like you. You know what I mean? Shit is shit. Like, we just ain't rocking with that, man. Like, you, and that saying goes, man, you can't play boxing. You in there playing with somebody's life. Not gonna be, nah, man. You cheating, playing around steroids and nah.
I don't think Tyson Fury cheated in the third one. I think the motherfucker ref had a long ass count, but I don't think Tyson Fury cheated in the third one.
Big ass. He was stunned for a quick second though. It was cool seeing him like a little confused at first when Wilder was going to his body. He was like, hold on, this is a little new. Remember how he was looking? He was like, what? No right hand yet? Nah, he was disciplined for a second going to. I was loving seeing him go them few body shots he landed. Fury was looking like, hold on, man. We try to switch it up on me? Hell yeah. Switched it up on you. Go to the body now. I know 3 boxers personally lost. They like, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I respect the sport like that too. I take that shit serious. And for that reason, like we see it. So it's like, and it's like for some people, just because it ain't happened, don't make it no better. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to see it happen and know the danger that exists when you not playing by the book, man. Like, man, no. I understand the little nuances, like the little Bernard type dirty shit in the ring. That's one thing. But to just really be physically putting something in your body to get an advantage, can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? At all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just levels to that shit. And that cheating shit is just out. Heavyweight better than Chisora. Chisora fought everybody, bro. Win, lose, or draw. That's why you said that. He don't care. He'll really fight whoever, yo. You're not cheating in sport and be all right. No, you can't. Facts. So you can't come outside of that. I mean, she's scared, right? I think he was juicing in the third one too. He had bad symptoms and the long use again. Just never know with that dude, man. I'll just say once a cheater, always one though. Yeah, he really do got Hall of Fame L's on his resume type deal, right? Derek Chisora. He do. But he's fought everybody, man. He did. He fought everybody. But, man, if bro doing road work, man, salute to him. And I just wish him the best moving forward. I hope he sparked Haney. Nothing against him. It's bomb squad. It's not personal. Just pick your mattress or your pillow mattress, or just eat canvas. Your choice. That's how I'm rocking. That's what I think gonna happen. I'm sticking to it and I ain't switching it up. And then my boy Andrade ain't no duck. You know what I'm saying? And as for Haney and Kambosos, we already know what that's gonna be. But like I said, hey, look, I see. Yeah. Somebody else asking, will he retire if he lose the rematch? Young Billy. Yeah, that was a question, man. And who would retire first? And the reason I asked that question, though, just why that's up on the screen, just for people that if somebody read it and was wondering, as you know, people say Wilder is so done. So what do people that's done do? Retire, right? That's why that his name would be there. Why Fury name is there, because Fury retired verbally 3 or 4 times already. Why USYK name is there. He said if he don't fight Fury, you're not fighting nobody at all. I mean, AJ name is there because if Wilder is done with 2 losses, why AJ ain't done with 3? And the back-to-back losses on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And then Kambosos' whole ass, or Kambosos as I got it up there, his name is up there because he just said if he lose again, he retiring. So, all right. Good riddance. I say good riddance to Kambosos. AJ, I ain't got no issue with you, but you want to call it quits. All right, cool. Fury, go to hell. Peace. See you. Don't even take your ball. Leave your ball and just go home. Wilder, he ain't retiring. So all that done shit, and I just hope this performance prove more than what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say will show you take juice, you are altered for life and gain a minimum 20% advantage lifelong. Yeah, that's crazy, Ghost. That's a crazy ass stat too. She's always trying hard to get Wilder on his record. He says Wilder would knock him out. Yeah, he will. The promoter says that about his fighter. A truthful one, Ghost. I mean, teach. My bad, teach. Truthful will teach in that sense. You know what I'm saying? The truthful was he like, man, don't go to sleep and end your career on that note. But Derek Chisora don't even care if he get knocked out. He just want to have the experience, which I think is, yeah, I could respect that. But you gonna get yourself hurt because Wilder ain't gonna let you maul him and just you gonna eat one of them right hands and life gonna change for you in that ring. Me personally, he did inject it. One can't be injected before he still got the benefits. Yeah, man. He's a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater, man. Fury gonna be in jail in them jails. Go stupid, yo. Yeah, man. We just don't support cheating on no level. Man, y'all smash that like button for me if y'all have it, man. Let's run these likes up, man. But yeah, man, we just don't support it on no level. But again, man, for y'all that didn't hear it, man, Dev Haney ain't sound too for sure if he knew he was gonna fight Loma next. You know what I'm saying? He say he gonna, talk with his dad and see what his dad think and how he look. You know what I'm saying? And if he, should stick around at 35. So I thought that was a little, off-putting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he ducking nothing, but cheating them lost. We don't rock with cheaters, Trap. And what's good? I ain't seen your ass in the month of Sundays. What's up with it, man? Yeah, the cheating we was talking about was anybody that cheating. There's really no specific person, just anybody that cheat. We don't rock with. We don't care who it is. Like I be trying to say that because people think cheating is only extended to certain people. It's not. Anybody that cheats, we ain't rocking with it. yeah, crazy. Oh man. But yeah, man. Yeah, y'all smash on that like button for your boy. The great night of every white man and cheater, Mr. Ruckers, a boxer community. This boy is a fool. That shit look steaming hot. Jay Gibson, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you, Kurt. Appreciate that. Y'all do my bro Kurt said. Y'all smash it. They both in for me. Running the likes up, please. Bless. Jay Gibson was good. Yeah, like Clinello. How y'all feeling? While we here, why y'all feel about this Bivol and Zordo matchup, man? I ain't really talked too much about that. I think I did something a little earlier, but I ain't really get into it, man. I don't know which way I'm going just yet. I just feel like I want to go watch a couple of their most recent fights or something before, and then just come up with a pick. But I know right off the bat it's gonna be a fight. Cause I think I got you, T. I think what's the name is Zordo is a real dog, even though it's like we kind of forgot about him because he don't necessarily fight the big names, but I still think he's solid. So nobody get about that, dude. I try. I don't care about Beaver or Zerto. It's a waste of everyone's time. Beaver will school him. Think so? Think it'll be easy for Beaver? We need Arthur versus Beaver. And like Zordo, you don't like Zordo? And my bro T said, get that up out of here, man. Calvin Smith took a dive, man, against
Hey, dude.
What's good, bro?
Not
over the Russians.
You know what I find hard? You know what I find hard lately? It's hard for me to get people to be to sneak goddamn B-Ball and Alexander Usyk up on people now. Cause they be nasty and shit now. It ain't no surprise. Like Zerto, if we can get people to believe Zerto stand a chance, that's gonna be the best thing. That's gonna be the best thing for it because B-Ball gonna kick his ass. Now when I say that though, people he beat Canelo, so that's why
tell you, Ghost. Big Dog Willie was good with it, family. Appreciate you sliding through.
Yeah, he finna kick Zerto.
You think he gonna kick his ass too?
Yeah. I think the more people who believe that it's a close fight though, the better.
Yeah. Cause I got a sneaky suspicion that he can make it a good fight. Rolling with the punches was good, bro.
He for sure.
Topic. Zordo might get schooled. Appreciate you, bro. I just thought it was a good question. You know, because Zordo, he's like a forgotten about guy, and again, he was a victim of.
You know who he kind of like?
Record padding.
I just know who he kind of like, but he more talented than him, right? He kind of like Munguia, but I think he more talented.
Yeah.
I think Zordo.
He is. T. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. Fact, Zordo might get hurt. He got a little buzz like against Yaneski Gonzalez had buzzed him. Care about nobody and Dragon Lipine around. It's just that trash.
Zordo and Benavidez will be a motherfucking back Alec Brown.
Better be is supposed to be fighting Anthony Yarde next, ain't he?
Nah, they canceled that. I don't know if he's still gonna come back and fight him, but
just like that. Huh?
I did a video on it too, I think.
Damn, man, I missed it then. Damn, I didn't know they canceled it.
My son Tito, they canceled it. White people. No, I'm just playing.
He got injured in training. He got injured in training camp.
Yeah. Yep. Which one? Yarde?
He said he coming. Yeah, Yarde. He said he coming right back though. He did say Bateria said he was coming right back. Don't expect him to be out too long, but he did.
I got Zordo by KO against Benavidez. It goes on like Benavidez. Terrible boxer. He'll go on like Benavidez. With Flossy. Nah, that's Flossy guy right there. That's how you get. You want to get Flossy going right there? Do what Ghost doing right now. What Flossy at? Flossy go to bat for David Benny. That's his guy right there.
Might not have
you know somebody your guy when they call you and talk about him with you. I'm like, yeah, I know you, Rock. That's your boy, man. He love him some David.
I think David Benavidez's biggest fights, his best fights.
I like the dude just a terrible boxer.
I think he make more sense.
I think he could fight, bro. I think Benavidez could fight, bro. I really do. I think he got some stuff with him. The only thing I will say, and no slight to him, I think he punches hard. Don't get me mistaken, but I don't think he hit as hard as what some people push. I don't think that though, but I think he could fight. Big dog, you a fool, bro.
David Benavidez is accumulation of punches.
Yeah. And though it's accumulation, it's heavy accumulation too. So, but it ain't the heaviest of punches. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple people kind of stand up to it, and you know they get in situations where the ref might just jump in or the corner might stop it. But I done seen a couple dudes not even get dropped and stand tall to that power.
That's why I think he would lose against Arthur Butterby because he don't have one punch knockout power.
You don't think Benavidez throw feints, bro?
Nah, I think Arthur Butterby would stop. He would knock David Benavidez out. He got that. Arthur Butterby has that power that he hits you with one shot, your ass is hurt. You gonna feel that shit. You gonna take a knee or you gonna go down. And David Benavidez hasn't felt that type of power yet. And I believe when he feel that type of power, he's not gonna know how to react.
Yeah.
He hasn't felt nobody with the power of Arthur Butterbean. And I think with Arthur Butterbean, and we saw in Arthur Butterbean's last fight, he had some boxing ability. And I think if Arthur Butterbean...
Kyron Davis was tough. He was eating it. Again, his corner stopped that. He didn't drop that dude. Dude was giving it. He was giving and taking. You know, and you expect... And the thing that killed me, I don't put too much stock into the other fighter landing the harder shots when he's the naturally bigger guy. He's supposed to be landing the harder. So you get what I'm saying? It's like you get credit for it, but don't overstate it. He's supposed to be landing the harder. He's a bigger dude. And it's clear. You can just look at the car. That was a mismatch. It was a mismatch if we being fair. It was. Yeah, Arthur Butterbean just be punching different. Like, he a bear with gloves on.
That's like me right now getting in a boxing ring with somebody that's 147 pounds. I weigh 196. I weigh 196. I'm supposed to be a harder puncher than a guy that's at 147 pounds.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. And that's just what it is. And it's like you give him credit for the shots landed, but I don't overstate it. I don't get overly wild with it. Like he's supposed to be punching the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? This dude realistically could be at 75 if we being honest. He damn sure is supposed to be punching on this dude that he just dragged up from 54. Like he's supposed to be, but dude was giving his shit. He was giving it back.
He don't want to go to 175 because everybody hit harder.
That I will agree. I will agree with Ghost. His feet are not the best. Nah, they're not. I'm sorry, not the feet. Them hands is something different. I ain't gonna say he got the worst feet. I'm not gonna go there. I ain't gonna say he Ryan Garcia on his feet, but his feet don't jump out at me. Like when I watch his fights, I don't see the footwork because he's always trying to punch, so he's usually set. Like you know what I'm saying? He got like a wide stance. You know what I'm saying? And it worked for him. I ain't knocking it, but
he got horrible footwork. He got horrible footwork. His footwork is horrible. If we were putting David Benavidez on a fighter rating, that would probably be his lowest point is his footwork. Will probably be his lowest point. That nigga footwork is horrible.
Move up his ass, better stay away from Benavidez. She ain't gonna have no choice because we gonna be expecting them to want nothing but the top dogs. All that shit you talk. If you in a division where you felt like people was ducking you, you definitely when you go up to the next division, you damn sure better be willing to get in there with everybody, and that means everybody. 280 and my punch is soft as cotton. Yeah, right, nigga. 280. Somebody lay something on them, motherfucker.
I don't know nobody that's 280. And then punches even if they not a big puncher, them joints won't feel like he's a big puncher at 280 pounds.
Yeah, he's a taller Canelo. You know what I'm saying? The D-man is just blowing smoke. Hey, go ahead and think a motherfucker 280 pounds don't punch hard. That's why I used to say shit that Tyson Fury. I'm like, he might not be a one punch knockout power, but best believe it's some weight coming behind them fucking punches. Yeah. Ain't no way you that big and you can't do nothing.
Not only is it some weight coming behind,
Mari was good power, with it,
but there's a whole bunch of
he got that John don't mean
he might, he might, Amari. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, know how to
keep it being bro. Hate or love Fury was the size good. Nah, man, that dude here, anomaly Ghost. Like I don't care for him, but he is. It's 6'9" dude that could move. Like I don't care for his style, but he could fight. It's just what it is. I don't hate him at all. I just don't like how he moves. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care for him as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him as a man. I don't care for him as a fighter, but he could fight nonetheless. He's definitely skilled. Nobody 6'9" should be even. He should be dunking the basketball, but instead he punching people in their face for a living. That's number one. Got Morrell beating Benavidez. Chris was good with it. Appreciate you sliding through. Hey, man. Hey, that's a good fight, too. I know my boy Ghost. I know who Ghost got in that. He's Ghost ain't beat. He said he ain't 6'9".
I thought there was Ghost.
He might not be 6'9", but He's 6'7", 6'8", somewhere around there because he's the same height, if not taller than Deontay Wilder.
Isn't there a guy at top rank? Yeah, Ash. It's funny you just asked that. Yeah, I was just reading up a little bit about that dude. Let me see if I still got that article up. If I closed it out, what's his name? Yeah, he just Ash. He just got dropped too. The 6'9" guy just got dropped. What's his name? Antonio Morales. Antonio Morales, if I'm saying his name right, that's who he is. 6'9" dude. He just got dropped in the first round, but he came back to win by knockout, I believe. Yeah, he came back to win by knockout.
Yeah, they do it on top rank.
He say 6'6". Yeah, that's 6'9" dude. Rule in boxing, you have to fight at the weight class closest to your weight. Motherfuckers will be getting stretched. People will be getting stretched probably more often. That's all. 6'6.5". Wilder is taller than that dude. You think Wilder? I don't know. Wilder ain't taller than Fury.
Wilder wasn't taller than him at the
heard of that oak tree ass dude. Yeah, right. Yeah, Crush. He got dropped in the first round. Shit. A creator. Yeah, at the bigger, like Fury is the size that, like where you max out on in the creative player. Like they don't let you make them no bigger. Like that's the cap. He the cap. You can't make him no bigger than 6'9". They won't let you.
Like, nah, for real.
I know it's in that title of the article. He dropped the dude. Yeah, and then got the KO. Yeah, that's the same one I read, Ash. I still had it up. Yeah, he got his big ass drop. But he came back to win. Now I think he's 5-0 with 5 knockouts.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He said he on his tippy toes and pitches. I thought Fury just looked clearly taller than Wilder to me. Big ass behemoth. Hit him clean one time without trying to guard it. D-Man tried to put somebody in the dirt. That was some baby bullshit. Don't move either. His face off, tippy toes. I've seen him do that though. No bullshit though, Ghost. I've seen him bounce up and like try to stand and be standing on his tippy toes, playing around. Taller than Wilder. It's possible, but he just looked like it. Salute to everybody in the building. You smash it de le côté. For me. Fury ass need to retire. Go take your ass home. Like I said, don't even take your ball with you. Leave that shit. Leave it. Just go home. Oh, my bad, Ghost. Let me check this shit. How about Nico? Nico Walsh. I can see improvement. No BS. So he looked good last fight. I missed it, but I heard about it. Oh, I see why you're saying that, Ghost. Because Magic Johnson is supposed to be 6'9". Respectfully, he is. He's supposed to be 6'9". And if he's 6'9", then he looked like he clearly taller than Tyson Fury. I see why he's saying that. And they do got David Price listed at 6'8". And David Price do look taller than him too. Nah, I ain't gonna even lie, Ghost. You got a real point right here. It's clear as day. I can see it. I can see what you're saying. I really could. If I couldn't, I'd have told you. Right here, right now, I see exactly what you're saying. Magic Johnson, for a fact, I know I'm a big 2K dude, or I used to be. So I be knowing people heights and shit. Sometimes I know motherfuckers weights, but definitely heights. And they got him listed at 6'9" always on 2K. And he clearly looked taller. And Price is at 6'8", and he looked taller. His head is clearly over Tyson Fury's. Both of them. And yeah, you're right, Ghost. You're right. I mean, you know what though? It wouldn't be out the realm of possibility. Like they do that shit. Like they do it. They like I used to talk to the football players at high school. They used to do that then, boost their heights and their weights and shit like that. Right there.
I saw Vladimir Klitschko.
Who?
Vladimir Klitschko.
What is Klitschko? 6? What is Klitschko? 6'6"? I could go to it and see real quick. Wow, 6'7". It's supposed to be 6'7".
Look at that picture I just. Look at the picture I just.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he's supposed to be 6'7", and he looked taller. You see what I'm saying? So I see what both of y'all saying. Nah, and they might be boosting it, yo. I mean, based on these pictures, and it's mad examples. You showed me, Go showed me. Yeah, both showing me examples. Nah, that's what it's looking like.
I
It do.
I give him probably like 6'8". I give him probably like 6'8". I mean, but 1 inch, 2 inch, that shit ain't no big difference.
Yeah, it ain't no
huge
difference. Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you say. It goes. They put different heights to make it something to look at. I think so too. Yeah, because like I said, they used to do that in high school for sure.
Nah, he ain't the same height as Joshua. He clearly taller than Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua like 6'5". He tall. He ain't even taller than Wilder.
Yeah, he's clearly taller than Joshua.
You don't feel like he's 6'8", like 6'6.5". Probably though. Probably is based on them pictures, yo. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a dude that's listed at 6'7" and you look shorter than him, then it's possible. It is. Taller than my ass. Fuck off.
That picture with him standing back
yeah, Crush ain't trying to hear that. We ain't that fucking tall. Rip Jones was good with it. Appreciate you sliding through, bro. Oh, man. Hey, man, shit. One more thing. Since we talking about height, I mean, shit. Ain't nobody taller than that motherfucking t-shirt Keith Thurman had on the other day. That fucking Keith Thurman's shirt looked like if he take it off and stand up by itself. That shit. That shit, hey, you don't even gotta wear it. That shit is stand up but wear itself. Yeah, I'm telling you. Keith Thurman crazy for wearing that tee. He bugged out between that damn Poppy corner store. Between that Poppy corner store Galaxy tee and the Jamaican Jewel game that he had going on, man, he bugger. Looks like he's slinging rocks back in the day with little ass gold rope shade. Vladimir. Yeah, I got your Goots and Fury. Yeah, Fury just need to go ahead and do what he gonna do. Put hands in AJ throat, took a lot out of him. Yeah, right. Put his ass down. And then I remember when he got dropped in that fight, D-Man, they was trying to say the only reason he got dropped because he wanted to show he had on red bottoms. I'm like, yeah, y'all would say some fanboy shit like that, wouldn't you? He got dropped because he got put. Klitschko was on his ass. That's why he got dropped. Keefy Pooh had the boys R&B group ABC hiding under his 3XT. I'm telling you, the t-shirt wear itself. Why he take it off and stand up in the corner by itself. Yeah. Keep wild, man.
Ain't nothing.
Gatekeeper, the gate closed. All right, bro. Okay.
That nigga was wearing that daggone young thug dress.
I just ran across the funniest Dylan White comment I ever seen in my life. Dylan White just told people to stop using his name to sell fights.
You said who?
Dylan White just told people to stop using his name to sell fights.
Yeah.
Anybody use your goddamn name?
Dylan White. Yo, what?
Name to sell no goddamn fight.
Hold on. I just had one of them moments. Like I heard you, but then I had to double back. Like,
nigga, what fight you sell, nigga?
Yeah, what? Just like a weak ass cookout that was unexpected to happen. Let me run the store real quick. Get this tea.
We can't even use Dillian White name to sell his own fights. Why are we using your name to sell his other fights?
Even Wilder the same as I got when it goes out tiptoe. Yeah, I see the pictures though. I see the ones deep now Fury lying about his height. Nah, we ain't never say Fury. We just say, they list him at the height. And I just seen a bunch of pictures where he looks shorter than people that's listed at shorter heights than him. So it's not Fury that does it. Like I said, my example of when they done it, and I know they done it for a fact, and you can say what you want. I feel like it's bullshit at any level. And I used to be in high school, motherfuckers used to be listed a couple inches and more weight than what they was. So I guess they look more opposing to the other team. But they used to do it, listing people at heights and weights that they just wasn't at. I ain't saying Fury is doing it, but they do it. Mm-hmm. 5'11". Remember, just like in the 2000s facts, yo, he tripped out. And you know he played a flute. When you see how he dressed, you just know when and you hear he played a flute, you be like, it makes sense.
When the fucking fight started, that nigga be looking sick. He be looking 6'9".
They had Allen Iverson listed at 6'1", and Allen Iverson like 5'11", maybe 6 foot. He ain't no 6'1".
Yeah.
Basketball, stay lying about height though. It's common.
Yeah. Mine asses.
That's common in basketball.
I think they do it in all sports. They do it in all sports. Make the players look taller than what they really are.
Talking about he ain't no gatekeeper, the gate closed. All right, go for it. If you put you saying this is, I remember just to speak on that. This is what I mean about when the cameras and the lights come on and the recorders come on for these fighters, they go right into WWE mode. Oh yeah, this is Keith one-time Thurman. I'm not no gatekeeper. The gate is closed. You already know. You put your name on the contract. Keith one-time Thurman. Well, like yo, if you don't get your ass out of here, this ain't the WWE. You know contracts don't work like that, so stop saying it. We on to that shit now. We've been watching boxing long enough to know that shit don't work like that, bro. That shit don't work. So for everybody that's doing that, that's my energy towards y'all. All these send the contract ass niggas. Y'all know it don't fucking work like that. Stop duping the fans, making them think, oh, if you don't send a contract, you really don't want to fight. It don't work like that. Y'all know ain't nobody writing up no contract with hopes that you gonna sign it. Like, get your ass out there, especially you. You openly duck somebody like you, man, regretting you ain't fight Spence. I bet you do.
He's talking about the gate closed. I bet you if Boots come up to his ass with the motherfucking contract, then they gonna open up that gate one behind it and lock it.
Well,
that bitch open up that day.
My muscle pistol still. Why Keith wore his just. I don't know why. Yeah, Keith wore his.
Just she won't Keith versus Cobb. It's a shame that's what Keith Thurman came to.
Hey. Truth be told, that might be a hell of a fight.
Guess what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a shame that Keith Thurman came to that. Niggas
that
think
might be a hell of a fight.
Keith versus Cobb.
We really
Cobb. Yeah, it'd be a good fight. Where Cobb would give him a good fight.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just saw what Cobb did to motherfucker Mo Hooker. It might be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, he fucked Mo Hooker up, yo.
You see what you did, Keith? Look what your career then came to. Niggas got you in the 50-50 fight with Blur fucking Cobb.
I would pick Keith Thurman to win
life and death with Blur Cobb, Keith.
Life and death.
I guarantee you, his ass lose the motherfucker Blair Cobb. You will not hear from Keith Thurman no more. Because Earl Spence gonna be right on Twitter as soon as that fight over, clowning the shit out of
man. His ass in the dirt.
Yeah, I'm telling you, don't get put down or nothing. Oh man. Blair might test him, man. Blair might take it to him, yo.
If Blair Cobb beat Keith Thurman,
Golden Boy. Can Golden Boy pay 10 million? For who, Teach? For Keith? Keith act like it wasn't recorded when he was fighting that ESG in his face. Yeah, man. He act like we couldn't see the shit. Keith crazy. You put your name on the contract. Keith one-time Thurman will sign. Like, shut up, bro. What is you selling cars? Like,
Earl Spence won my title that I vacated. Earl Spence won the WBA title that I didn't have a chance to rematch for. Nigga, Earl Spence won those goddamn titles from those people because your bitch ass was scared to get in the ring with him.
Yeah, we have to have impress his team to get Keith contract. Yeah, I mean, yo, I tell you what, even if that is the case, he better be glad Boots ain't thinking about him, because that's the last thing he need is Boots on his bumper. Cobb beats Keith, shit, Trap, he might, yo. He really might.
I think he Macho Man Randy Savage, bro.
I sent you a letter.
That's the last two things that he needs. He don't need no daggone Earl Spence on this bumper, and he don't need no Boots on this bumper, because Keith Thurman will be put.
I'm looking at it, Ghost. I got my IG open.
He gonna get put on.
He will be put to retirement for sure. If Boots gets a hold of him, or if Earl Spence get a hold of him, Earl Spence gonna make sure he retires. He's gonna beat his liver into motherfucking a pace. That nigga will not be pissing right for the next 6 months. That nigga Keith Thurman got a kidney problem or something. That nigga get hit to the body. That nigga it look like he about to shit on himself.
Yeah, I see this letter. Ghost, this shit look crazy. They crazy, yo. Whatever those press conferences. Oh God. I'm telling you, yeah, man. It's like he's selling cars or something. Like, what you reading? The teleprompter keeps just chill. Like, he got right into it. Like, lights, camera, action, quick. So you ain't even gotta tell him that. He just get right into the act. Like, Keith, I'm sick of this shit, bro. Like, what you on, bro? What did you sell? As he talk like he's selling cars, like, man, we don't believe that shit no more.
The nigga think he macho.
You gotta fight from here on out. You have to fight. No interview is ever going to do Keith Thurman justice unless he's fighting somebody. He could get that shit up. You done cut your head. People keep cracking on your forehead. You wore a 5X Galaxy t-shirt on national television. You had the Jamaican jewel game popping with that little ass gold rope chain. Looked like you slinging rocks in the 80s or something, man. He came. I can't believe he came up there like that. The hair was greased back, gelled up. You know what I'm saying? Keep tripping. Now, if Keith still can fight, he still can fight. You know, I'm just making my jokes, but Keith still can fight. But these fights gonna be tougher for him, especially the longer he sit out. Who wants to fight for vacant belts at 47? Maybe not trying to go fight. Shit, Boots, shit. I got Boots against whoever you think outside of the two dudes that got business with each other. I got Boots over anybody at 47. That's just me. And I ain't saying they gonna be easy fights, but I'm comfortably, confidently saying. Outside of the two that got business to take care of, he beats the rest of them dudes, man. And he's probably stopped most of them, if not all. That's how I feel. I do. Think he's special like that. I think he's gonna keep showing.
Still can fight. It's just Keith Thurman. Everybody knows what Keith Thurman's weakness is his body. So now he's not gonna be. He
still can fight. He only got one loss, and that was a split decision. You know what I'm saying? He can fight still for sure. I'm not a fan of calling people done. When you start losing to, like, all right, he fought Mario Barrios. Barrios is not a bum, but he was expected to beat him, is what I'm saying. So my thing is, like, when I start saying fighters are done, when you start losing like back-to-back fights and you start losing fights to people that you're supposed to beat or the people you so pegged to beat, those fights start looking too tough. That's when I start looking at you like you done. You know what I'm saying? Not the injuries, not the inactivity. You still got to get in there and somebody physically got to beat your ass for me to see that. Yeah, you look done. You know what I'm saying? He don't look all the way done, but we just know he not the same dude he once was, if that's just being fair to him. He still got something left in him, but I don't know how much is what I'm saying. That's all. Keep kidding. Hey, yo, these names. Yo, y'all crazy, yo. Yeah. EJ will make a run time, rethink life. I'm telling you, bro. Kiefer be rethinking life somewhere in the corner. Like, I'm telling you. Drugs in the 80s, though, for real. Ash that little, he had the gold rope, the greasy hair, you know what I mean? Big ass chain, young Poppy getting bread. He probably had a Mexican knot on him and everything in his pocket. got Ellis over Boots. I ain't mad at that. Ellis stops Boots. I ain't mad at nobody that feel like Ellis to beat Boots. I just ain't one of them people because I see the skill set in Rashidi Ellis. It's just what it is. He can fucking fight. And he, unlike most of those other guys, he ain't going to go in there and be scared when he fight him. And I truly believe that about him. And I always say this about any fighter. Somebody can be better than you in skill and level and things like that. But if you really got the right mentality and you really coming in there to try to win, you give yourself so much of a better chance at winning. And overcoming a skill deficit is something that you might have in a fight. You know what I'm saying? And Speedy Rashidi don't suffer from a skill deficit at all. It'd just be a fucking, like I think a high level chess match. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I'm rolling with Boots in that. I just seen a lot more of them, especially more than, you know, as of lately, of course. And I just feel confident. But I ain't saying it'd be easy. I think that'd be one of the best fights for him. That'd be a real test for him. Regardless of how that play out, that'd be a real test for both. So I like both of them. I like both.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 fight. I can see it going either way.
Yeah, I try to be fair about it. You know what I'm saying, Ghost? I try to be realistic, because Speedy Rashidi can fight, yo, and he's going to come to fight. And he got skill to back it. He got speed. He got some pop. You get what I'm saying? He got it. It's just who gonna be better on the night, who gonna showcase their skill, who gonna have a better skill set and the game plan that night. I ain't a fan of just trying to say he'll blow through everybody because I don't want to just disrespect the possibility that anything can happen in boxing. So, but I am going to say I'm confidently picking him to beat people. I'm not saying they all be easy, but that dude is, I always say this, what is it that he can't do? And then maybe I'll go look for that and say, yeah, you probably right. You know what I'm saying? And can he improve? Hell yeah, of course. But he dangerous. The level he at, 24 years old, man, he a problem, yo. And I just can't wait for him to get the opportunity to prove it. So for the people that don't think he like that, they start seeing it a little bit more. Because for me, it ain't no fanboy shit or none. I just think that's a special talent. And it ain't just what he do in the ring. It's his focus outside of the ring is at the same level that it is inside the ring. So he covering all his bases. Like he live a fighter's lifestyle. He ain't no attention whore. You know what I'm saying? He just lived the right way. He trained his ass off. He helped people train. Like he on the path to make himself great. Like it's gonna be hard to beat him. And I'm gonna stand tall on that. I ain't saying it can't be done. But Jaron Boots Ennis, I promise y'all, is gonna be a hard dude to beat. And whoever beat him is either going to be a special fighter at that time or is going to go on to be a special fighter. And that's just as fair as I could put that. I ain't saying he just going to walk through any and everybody, but that dude, the way he beating the guys that he fighting, although they ain't in their physical primes, is so clear cut. And it's no questions. He's leaving no questions. It's like, what could you walk away from that fight saying? Well, he was getting his ass whooped right here. The most you could say is he got hit with some shots. And then when I'm gonna say that it's a fight. So what happens in a fight? You get fucking hit. But where was he in trouble? Where was he uncomfortable? Where was he in a compromising situation or position? Where was he at any threat of losing? Like those are the questions I answer. And he sweeping people like it's not even close. So I think because of the way he's beating people and how dominant he is, when he do get to that next level, I think it's reasonable to think he gonna be just fine. Win, lose, or draw, he gonna be just fine. Based on what we seeing, I'm not scared for him getting in the ring with absolutely nobody, champions included. That don't mean he beat them all, but that do mean I'm not scared for him to fight any of these dudes. He at that level to me, and people might not think so, but at some point he gonna get the opportunity. It's only, and again, if I'm wrong, I'm damn sure gonna say it. Yeah, and as far as it's like his pop said too, because I hear people always go to that Lipinets fight and say how he was getting hit. Again, it's like for me, when you take chances, that's part of the risk. When you take chances, the other side of that is you getting hit. And when you got a guy, again, when has Lipinets ever been a bitch in the ring? He coming to fight. So again, when that's your mentality and makeup, regardless if that other guy is better than you, bigger than you, you give yourself a very good chance at competing just because you in there to fight. So when you got a guy like Lipinets that's in there to fight, even though he was outside of his weight class, his natural weight class, in my opinion, he still was able to land some shots because he's a real fighter in there. And you got to do like Boots, taking some chances. And when you take chances, you get hit, especially when you got somebody that's not scared. Lipinets wasn't scared of him. Castile Clayton, another story. Thomas DeLorme, them dudes was scary. They was timid. Lipinets came to fight. He just was outgunned. You beat him because he's 3 or 4 weight classes above Lipinets. Yeah, but he's a much better boxer than Lipinets, though. Like you got to know that. I know you got to know that, Ghost. You got to know he's the next one. I think so too, Rip. I think so. You got to know he's a much better boxer than Lipinets. But Lipinets is the real threat. And he beat the hell out of Omar a couple days ago. Uppercut from Boots, still Boots, long from 2 feet, 2 inches off the floor. He's just a special dude. And again, if I'm wrong, I don't mind saying like, damn, I ain't see this or see that. But I don't think I'm gonna have to say that. And I don't mind, like, if I do, I do. But telling you, man, it's gonna take a real dog to beat him. Telling you, because it ain't a lot that he can't do, if anything. It's like that's what I'll be saying to people, but it's gonna come down. I don't think so much of him being outskilled. Somebody gonna have a better game plan, and that's simple. It's gonna come to that. You're gonna have to have dog in you, all that shit, a chin, skill. You're gonna have all that, but ultimately, you're gonna have to outthink him. You're gonna have to outthink him, or you're gonna have to outfight him the whole fight. take your pick, because I think he could do either or. And I think it's that list of people that can outfight him is a very short list. You know what I'm saying? And I already got one in mind right off the top. But outside of him, the rest of them dudes would be in trouble trying to outfight him. I'm telling you. And from what I've seen and how people fight, Virgil Ortiz, like somebody wrote in my comments just today, just a little while ago, forget what video it was on, but they said Boots is in trouble when he go up against Virgil. I tell him I respect people's opinions, but I think Virgil is in trouble if that fight happened. You know what I'm saying? Boots is not the one in trouble. Virgil is the more limited boxer out of the two. It ain't Boots. Me too, D-Man and EJ. And then I feel like Speedy is a realistic, like when people say that, I don't think to argue with somebody. Like I'm like, I can see why y'all would say that. I can see that because he's very athletic. And that's another thing. I think that people kind of skip. It's gonna take an athletic fighter to beat him too. Because Boots is a very athletic fighter. I'm not gonna say he's as athletic as Roy Jones naturally, but he's more he's of that ilk to me. And then when you look at from a technical standpoint, he got that in the bag too. So it's like he really crossed his T's and dotted his I's. It's not a lot that he can't do. And I don't think it's a lot of positions that you could really put him in that's gonna be uncomfortable. I ain't saying it ain't none because he ain't perfect, man. So I don't want to like lose nobody, but I just feel that confident in him, and he worked that hard. So it's like it ain't like he ain't putting the work in. That's where my confidence lie in him too. He really lived that lifestyle. You know what I mean? Down to, you know what I mean, drinking and smoking at everybody. He don't do none of that though. Clubbing crazy, he ain't doing none of that. He really lived that fighter's lifestyle. And I think he's gonna put himself in a position to be around for as long as he wanna be around. He's gonna be at a high level for a minute, man. Virgil Ortiz gets stopped by Boots. I think so too, bro. I think he stop him. No matter how long it goes, even if he make it to 6-7, he gonna stop him. Bad, D-man. He get damaged bad. Yeah, that uppercut, Craig. I'm telling you, that boy got a lot of shit with him, man. And he got his father teach the right shit. Don't think it be perfect. I done heard his father get on his ass, and that it just make it better. You just know that he ain't perfect at all. He got shit to work on. He definitely do. He could tighten up on the defense, even though he taking chances. Don't mean he got to get hit still. So I don't want to make no mistake on that. Yeah, he could tighten up there, and I believe he will. But again, it's similar to how Tank is. Like when dude got their mind made up that you can't hurt them, and when at that level, they usually do a good job at calculating that. They don't miscalculate that. Like for perfect example of a miscalculation, Brandon Lee came out and won the first 2 rounds, and he straight up said it. He thought dude ain't had nothing for him. What did dude do? Crack his shit and almost upset him. You get what I'm saying? Whereas you know he's not on that level of a Boots or something like that. Where if I feel like a Boots or a Tank, if they make up their mind mentally, they figure it out within the fight that you can't hurt them. It's not going to be a miscalculation on their part. They're very intelligent fighters. So if they feel like you can't hurt them, then more than likely you can't hurt them. They ain't really got much to worry about. So I think part of Boots getting hit in that fight against Lipinets was of that mindset. Like, yo, this dude's strong, but like y'all said, he's not even in his right weight class. So I'm not really worried about his punching power. And like I said, what punch did he land that Boots looked like he was worried about? Not one. Even the clean shits he landed, he was rolling or eating them bitches. Like, again, and I'm pretty sure Boots knew what we knew. He was outside his weight class and he couldn't really hurt him. So I think, again, that's why he fought like that. Elvis is more athletic than him. I mean, look, again, that's another statement where I feel like it's reasonable. Like, that's not a big argument for me. Like, if you feel like, because he's a very athletic dude, and that's why I would think that fight would be as good as what it is, because he has the skill, the athleticism, the IQ. He got speed to match. He got tools to match Boots' tools. That's going to be the problem for a lot of dudes going forward. They're not going to be able to match him skill for skill. Rashidi is possibly a guy that can do that. See, Wood, what's good, my bro? Appreciate you sliding through. You know what I mean? Rashidi is probably a guy that can do that. And that's what it's going to be about. That's how I look at fights. When I start stacking Boots up against people based on what I've seen from him and the other fighters of the division, I start thinking like that. Skill for skill. Who can out, you know what I mean? Where can you outdo this dude at? In what category? What is it that these other dudes are able to do that's better than him? And is that enough to be able to actually beat him? That's how I assess Boots. And that list is short. Like I said, man, if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. That's Virgil up is pressure puncher while Boots is the complete package. That's a fact, Chris. It's a fact. Boots will dispense Ortiz and under six devastatingly. It's possible, bro. I ain't going against it. That punch to the back of the head is a cold technique. D-Man, I be hearing that. I don't think he be intending to do that, though. Because, again, like, and you know how I know the fight that made it look like that. It was the Thomas Delorme because he had a knot on the back of his head. He did. But I know when Boots threw that punch, he kind of, like, ducked into it. And I know when he hit Clayton, he kind of hit Clayton with that same punch. And I don't think it hit him on the back of the head. That one was closer to the mark. I think the Delorme punch was way off the mark, but I don't think he aims for the back of the head. But the spot that he is aiming for is going to knock a lot of people out if he catch him with it. Yeah, he come forward without changing speeds. I said this, Ash. Everything is a fastball with him. No curveballs. No curveballs, no change-ups, no sliders. Just straight, you know what I mean? It's straight fastball. You know what I'm saying? Straight fastballs. That's all he throw. And he don't change the speed up. And because of that, he can be predictable. And somebody that's laying into him too, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if I see him gas against the right fighter. I'm telling you, that coming forward shit ain't gonna be enough. Yeah, Boots gonna be hurting him. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be met with so much resistance. You're gonna have to change it up. If you don't, then you're gonna get hurt bad. I'm telling you, I see that. That high guard is not gonna be enough. You're gonna have to switch it up. Yeah. Yep, yeah, and I'm telling you, and again, creatures of habit, like you've been so successful in your approach and your style and the way you get your business handled, that you gonna get in there, you gonna fight the same way we normally see him fight with that high guard forward, gonna blast you out of there. I'm not saying he can't box either though, because he got some skill with him, but it's just nothing about Virgil Ortiz makes me think he's gonna beat Boots. They fought 10 times out of 10. I'm picking Boots every single time, confidently, and I'm willing to bet on it. I just don't see it. Virgil Ortiz is not going to be the guy to beat him. It's the reason why his team saying 48 months and weird shit like that. And that's why I say, like, I don't understand how people be in comments and be confidently saying Virgil Ortiz this and that. Like, are y'all not following the sport? Y'all not hearing what's being said? His own team ain't even that confident. Why y'all so confident? He won't even say his name, like, at all. Boots will say any one of these dudes' name if you know that. If all he got to do is say their name and he'll get to fight, he'll say any one of these dudes' name. And lack of adjustments is always, I think, ultimately, should I say, is going to be what's going to cause Virgil Ortiz to fight. The lack of ability to make adjustments when needed, especially when you in there with a certain level of fighter, because I just think it's certain things that he just don't do that well. And his game, like I said, his tool bag is not that deep to me. At least I haven't seen it. And people can say what they want. He's very strong. Make no mistake about it. That is what's been getting him through. When he get in there with somebody that can handle and deal with that power and make him miss and make him pay, box with him and box better than him, he's going to struggle. Make no mistake about it. And his feet ain't the best either at all. So that's another place where he's extremely vulnerable. If y'all didn't see, he got McKinson up out of there, but people say that it took him way too long. I ain't really want to critique him coming back off of what he came back off of physically. Like, I didn't expect him to look like 100% of himself in that first fight back. But some people say he took too long. And what I noticed in that McKinson fight, when that dude was on his bike, and because he was, Ortiz was following him around the ring. He wasn't cutting the ring off. He was following him. He even threw his hands up at one point, like, yo, what you doing? Like, as if to say, stop moving. So that right there, that's never a good sign. Your food got to be standing right in front of you for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? If your food is on the run, you might not eat that night. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's real to say that. Like, you show me that. That's all you do is come forward. And you don't cut the ring that well. So that shows a very limited fighter. And then offensively and defensively, you're not even that creative because you just sit behind that high guard, like I said, and that shit is not going to work with somebody like a Boots Ennis. And you just coming in there, throwing some jabs and then trying to blast your opponent out. That approach won't work with a Boots Ennis. He way too smart for that. So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna really for Virgil Ortiz, for me to feel like he could beat a Boots Ennis, he gonna have to show me something that he ain't shown me in these fights. The only thing I can say for sure that he showed me in these fights is that he's strong. I know that without a doubt. He's strong and he has some ability, but he's very limited. That's what I'm saying. His feet ain't that good, and his toolbox just don't have as many tools in it. It's just straight up and down. And again, if his food ain't standing right in front of him, he might not eat. That's just what it is. OG Swing was good with it. Appreciate you sliding through. Yes, sir. I'm with you, man. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I say for that person that was in my comments, they wasn't disrespectful, so it's all good. But they like, man, Boots gonna have a problem when he running the Virgil. Nah, it's the other way around, bro. Telling you. Boots a gym rat. That's not the type of dude you want to try to see if you could build your name up on. But at the same time, it's like a weird situation because the longer you wait, just hypothetically, say if they really got the 4 years that they said they needed, right? And they fought right at that, right around that mark when they hit about 4 years. But I just don't think it'd be nothing different in terms of how the fight would play out. Neither one of them would be old in 4 years. So it's like, and my thought process is y'all say 4 years because y'all banking on him being at a higher level or considerably higher level in those 4 years. So what is Boots gonna do as a fighter? If y'all not comfortable now and y'all both young, and as we go 4 years later and Boots is already at this level, obviously, because y'all would be willing to fight him now if that wasn't the case, how good is he gonna be in them 4 years? He just not gonna progress, so he gonna just stay the same. That's what I'm saying. So that's just like a stupid way to think. Like, that's not one of them situations. Boots ain't like a guy that's a champion, it might be close to his way out, and maybe maybe he got a few years. If a chip fighter need a couple years to get to his level, that's not that situation. Yeah, 2 young ass dudes in 4 more years, they still gonna be young dudes, fairly young. They're not gonna be even in their 30s and none of that. 4 years, Boots would be 28. Dudes would be young as hell. So in 4 years, Virgil Ortiz still get his ass beat. He ain't beating no damn Boots Ennis in 4 years. I just don't think he ever beats him, to be honest. Kambosos, that shit gaining traction. I ain't the only one I was thinking it about that retirement shit. Yeah, Fate. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I think unless it was something real fresh, like some like recent that shit that I couldn't have seen since I've been up here. Because I think if it's not that, if it's something that's been out for a little bit, I think I've seen it. And first thing I noticed is like the size. He looked more naturally his size. He looked like cut up, and he looked faster. And then I seen that video of him doing that road work. And again, for me, I had never seen a video nowhere. I never seen a video with him running no track. So that just felt good for me to see that. Base, especially being that people say he don't do that, so he don't do road work. So like I said, it was good to see it. Zone posted, so of course, I didn't see it then. Unless it's still something that because sometimes it be fresh, but they could be late. Because Malik Scott been posting this shit. That's why I've been catching the videos. Malik Scott be giving us a little peek into what Wilder be doing. And he looked fresh, man. He looked like he can be ready to go on the 15th, man. Like, he's gonna be ready to go. That man doing road work, working hard, man. He practicing. I think he really trying to get better as a fighter. I really do. I think more he got I feel like he got the right trainer because he got the, he got somebody that care about him. He got the right kind of dude in Malik Scott. It's gonna be real interesting. I know he just lost, but it's gonna be real interesting to see where AJ go from here too. Wilder counter and scary. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm saying, like, it's like we be counting these athletes out too much, man. I ain't saying he gonna just all of a sudden come back and just be some crazy ass boxer, but it's not impossible for him to pick up a couple more nuances of the game and implement that in an actual fight. That's not unreasonable to believe that he can do that. But again, I put things in perspective and I try to make sure I come across as realistic. I'm not trying to say he's gonna be 360 now. He just A-level boxer, but he don't need to fucking be that to be successful. That's what people don't get. So when we talk about like improvements and things that he could do to get better, people don't understand that he don't have to be Floyd Mayweather. And I hate to use him as an or let me think. He don't have to be a Tyson Fury. Like, you get what I'm saying? He don't have to be that. If that's who y'all want to use as the guy that's skillful, he don't have to be that to be successful. That's what I'm saying. So, but any improvements, you take the guy that was already there. If you're able to tweak anything and improve at any level, that's a plus for him. You get what I'm saying? He don't have to be at this crazy high level to be successful when you him. You just don't. If he's able to, like I said, if he's able to tweak the slightest of things like counters, throwing more counters, more body shots, less telegraphing of the right hand, more educated jabs, more consistent use of the jab. You get what I'm saying? Like, just being aware more, better conditioning. Those things are not impossible improvements. Those things are not asking a fighter to reinvent himself. It's not. That's not crazy for us to believe that he can apply himself in that way and get that type of fight out of Deontay Wilder. You're not going to convince me that that's not possible. He's smart enough. He could do that shit. He can come back. He got the power and size too. Facts, mate. Hello from the Ukraine. It was a good fight, though. Joshua won a bit after the winner's verdict. Oh, yeah, over a bit. Yeah, facts. Salute to the Ukraine, man. Shout out to the Ukraine. Best. Appreciate you for stopping through, man. Smash that like button. Hit the sub to the channel. Become part of the family over here. The real work gonna make him less sloppy when he gets tired. You get what I'm saying? And we just, and again, just to put it in perspective, so I don't sound like I'm overstating it, it's like subtle improvements that you need out of Wilder. It's not a great deal that you know what I'm saying? People make it seem like this is some insurmountable mountain that he can't climb in terms of like just correcting some things. It's a matter of like repetition and just putting focus in those areas. Like, you can't sit here and tell me under Mark Breland that this Mark Breland is teaching him and doing the same exact things with him that Malik Scott is doing. You can't possibly tell me and expect me to believe that them two dudes are the same. So that's what I'm saying. You got a guy in Malik Scott that's being the teacher, hands-on. He's really trying to teach his dude. I'm not saying Mark Breland couldn't do the thing, but I just don't think and some of the things he said about Wilder publicly pretty much told me that was the case. You wasn't focusing on these things. You wasn't. So you could tell. So with Malik Scott, like I'm saying, you know, Tyson Fury was just a tall mountain to climb, if we being honest. No pun intended. Motherfucking tough task. You know what I mean? He still took him through hell and high water, and we all know the story. But it's only one of those dudes. Tyson Fury is a one-on-one, love him, hate him, or whatever. Deontay Wilder is a one-of-one. So just understand, there's not going to be a ton of guys, in my honest opinion, that's going to be the dude.
Hey, drop the link one more time, dude.
Somebody asked, I got you.
No.
Do you think the mustache? Do you think the mustache can beat Fury? Well, who you talking about? Who that? Usyk? Usyk is a tricky dude, man. Got people from around the world. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Salute to the Ukraine, man. And make sure you sub to the channel and join the family. Best. I can't read the other name, but I see Best. Huh? Yeah. Tyson Fury do real work and Wilder now. Both dangerous to everyone. Yeah. Telling you, man. And just it seemed like it's a certain level of confidence, belief, motivation, and focus that come with Wilder being with Malik Scott. If that's fair to say, like, it's a certain amount of, you know what I mean, energy that they bring working together. Like, whatever it is that they got going on, Deontay Wilder has fully bought into it. Win, lose, or draw. You get what I'm saying? And I think because of that is being his mentality, like I said, I can't stress it enough. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to put himself in the best possible position that they can put him in to win. And I think that's just fair to say that. You know what I'm saying? The focus and the little attention to detail and focusing on certain aspects and little nuances of the game that they probably wasn't focused on before, and just trying to correct minor mistakes, not really, you know, trying to reinvent this dude. And that's what people don't get. It's not like he needs to be reinvented to be a slightly better version of himself. Like we seen him, and even though he lost, and you could say it was a bad loss and all that, you know what I mean? We seen the ability to concentrate on the body just a bit. Whereas if he would have did that just a little bit more, who knows where that would have took him. So you get what I'm saying? We've seen little subtleties in there if you was watching. So, you know, with more time and more focus and more attention to detail, there's no telling where Deontay Wilder can improve. And then, like I said, any improvement for this dude in any area is a plus, and it makes him that much more dangerous. He's motivated, hungry, confident. He got to do the right team around him. You get what I'm saying? Ukraine is building. Thank you for showing love and support. Yes, salute and much respect to the Ukraine. Quee, sis, what's good with it? Appreciate you for sliding through. This is boxing. I think everyone's possible. The more the mustache is not an easy opponent. Yeah, facts. He's not. He is tricky. If you're talking about USYK, I think you're talking about USYK is a tricky dude. Yes, sir. Appreciate Quee is always showing love to me. USYK definitely has a chance to box Fury, but I think he got to get a little dirty in the fight with Fury. Yeah, either that fate or keep Fury from being dirty, if that makes sense. If that sounds like that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got a chance. Maybe if he keep Fury from being a dirty one, then you know what I'm saying? He'll have a pretty good chance. Girls, Minya Cole name. Minya Cole. I'll be try to read it. Appreciate you for stopping through though, but make sure you come join the family, you know. But yeah, man, I'm happy for Wilder. And like I said, him and Haney and Kambosos and Wilder and Helenius is on the same fight. So on the same night. So, but again, that's in Australia. So that shit, I don't know if it's gonna come on at that weird time that it did before, but they shouldn't overlap each other for the most part. I don't think so. So I think we should be able to watch them both without it being an issue. Yeah, Fury put his weight on you when he got you against the ropes, which got Wilder frustrated and tired too. See how he kept just leaning on him after a while when he got in close? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to focus on, you ain't working, Wilder ain't working. He focusing on getting this big behemoth up off of him, and he just draining his energy, draining him. And again, if he could come in better conditioning, because that is possible. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. And these athletes are special people, man, and it's not out the realm of possibility to believe that they could make these improvements. And again, we talking about subtleties. We're not talking about reinventing this guy and reinventing the wheel and trying to create a whole new fighter from scratch. Malik, and again, if you listen to Malik Scott, he said it time and time again. It ain't like you trying to change this dude. You're not trying to change him. You get what I'm saying? You using what he already got. You showing him the tools that he's already had, and you're putting focus and attention to detail so then you can get the result in the ring. It's just that simple. It's not simple, but when in terms of what they're trying to get done, it's easy to understand where Malik Scott is coming from. When he talk, it's very easy to understand like what his focus is and when he's saying what he's trying to accomplish over there with Wilder. And again, I think when you're not listening and you just want to be a hater, a Wilder hater, you everything go over your head and you miss what this dude be saying. He said it time and time again. He ain't trying to reinvent Wilder. He only pulling out the tools that he already had, and he's showing them that he been had and they there, and putting attention to detail so they could produce results on fight night. And I think with time in and more time in, they could get closer and closer to that mission at the end of the day. And it ain't gonna come all in one night. It ain't gonna come in one training camp. Might not come in two. But I think the work that they're doing is it's not gonna be for nothing. And I think we're gonna see a good version of Wilder. I ain't one of those people. I don't like to say that cliche shit. You're gonna see the best version ever. But I did have that as a question. Will he be better than ever? And I only said that as a question because, you know, shit, any slight tweak, this dude got better conditioning, focusing on some counter punching, stand more to the body, the jab. This is things that he can do. He can do all of these things. That's not impossible for him to do these things. So again, if he's able, and it's all about focus and execution with him. It's not much of a lack of skill as people make it. It's not that. It's attention to detail and really focusing in them areas and then executing that shit on the fight night and not being lazy, so to speak, or, you know, putting it all on your power. Like, you don't have to do that. You use the tools that you got, and that's what Malik Scott has just been he's been doing a hell of a job showing Wilder that. Good vibes, definitely good vibes. Mayo, what's good with it? Appreciate you for stopping through. How you feeling? But that's why he really needed his conditioning. And Mayo, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know you just popped in. So speaking of conditioning, again, I seen a video clip. If it didn't have that music in it, I would have played it. But I got that music in it. He doing road work now. So, you know, I think that's going to help in that, you know, in that area right there with conditioning. And again, I say road work now. Reason I'm saying it, and if I'm wrong, that, you know, somebody could correct me, but throughout his career, that's something that I heard constantly. Like, that's not something that he focused on, was road work. And just this, and again, outside of that video that I seen before I got on here, I've never seen a video where he was doing actual road work. I don't think I ever really seen it in that way. So I ain't saying he ain't never jogged somewhere, but it looked like, again, the attention to detail is different. He's on an actual track right now. I ain't never seen that. So let me just be very specific. I think the focus is different being on that track. I think it's some things that Malik Scott is obviously looking to accomplish using the track as an area of conditioning. That's just my thoughts on that. Nobody say the ref from the first fight. Yeah, he gave him that extra time, bro. He gave him that phantom count. And you know what? Not to go back, like I always say, Mike Tyson was the boxer that got me into boxing. Buster Douglas got one of them phantom counts too. And if y'all never seen it, I don't remember the name of it, but you could look it up. It was like Tyson did like this. I don't want to say stand up because it wasn't stand up comedy, but he like told his story. I forgot the name of it. But he talked about that fight. He talked about that fight when he went to jail. He talked about a number of things. But when you hear him break down that fight, you will know he wasn't being a sore loser. And he break down how much time dude had, how he should have been knocked out. You will realize we should have been having a different conversation today when it come to that fight with him and Buster. He got that same treatment Tyson got in a way. Concentrate on the jab, hide the right hand, most importantly, protected the injury. Hey, skills, salute to my bro. Yeah, you already know. I said it out. Concentrate on the jab, no telegraphing of the right, stay to the body, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And land that right hand when it presents itself. Spar with the bigger guys leaning on them, that helps too. Yeah, that can help. Definitely. Most definitely. Buster Douglas got a good 15 seconds. Yep, that phantom count. Mike broke that shit down so well in that piece that he did. I believe it was about an hour, a little over an hour long. It was a while ago. It's some years ago that came out. But it's for people, if you've never seen it and you rock with the sport or you like Tyson, that's something you'll definitely want to check out. Know they probably got it on YouTube or something. Long ass 10 count skills. That ruined it for me. I'm like, man, you want to talk about when, man, I thought that took me high and dropped me low, man. I thought it was over for that boy. Man, I'm like, man, it's over for this dude. Hell no. Whether this still, I don't know how that man, but shit, I do know how he got up. He got an extra time, but nonetheless, he still got up. The fact that he wasn't really unconscious was still, he showed me something. It's like that last 8-ball he had. It was the 8-ball residue woke him up. That shit still was in his system. Shit woke him up at the last minute. Tyson got lucky. Yeah. In fact, he did. He was very fortunate, bro. Especially in the first and the third fight. He was very fortunate in both of them. Very, very fortunate. That's why I say, like, people always focus on one side of it and they say how how much damage Wilder took. So you really think Fury suffered no damage in them 3 fights? So you think he took them right hands and got dropped 4 times and ain't suffered no type of damage? People quick to say, well, Wilder is not, but y'all think Tyson Fury is exactly the same fighter he was before he fought Deontay Wilder? That would be ignorant to think that. That wouldn't even be realistic to think that. You think it only applied damage only apply one way because you win or you lose? Some of the most damage some of these fighters take be coming in a win. So see what I'm saying? And that would apply with Tyson Fury. Name another fight in his career where he got took through that type of hell. That shit wasn't one-sided. He got it all, got the wins. We know the story, but damage don't go one way now. Just because you win don't mean you was immune to all the damage. This shit ain't like a video game. your shit reset all of a sudden because you won. Nah, don't go like that, motherfucker. You go into there, you know the video games that don't fill your energy up on that next board. That's how that is. That's more closer to real life than anything else. This shit don't just reset and all of a sudden because he won. That mean he ain't suffered no damage. He took a lot of damage. Them right hands was you think them shits was damaging. That's why he had to think about it a couple times if he really wanted to get up. He had to think about it. To the body. Yes, skills. He was. And he abandoned the body shots. So after he got cracked good, he went back to what he know. He got a little eager. So it's just a little more attention to detail, a little more focus, more discipline. Those are things that you can do. They're not going to be easy, but they're possible. They're doable. That's what my mindset, and I got faith in bro. So that's just how I think. Paul Dog once is a 9 and laying down. Facts. Ain't no getting up. You still down at 10. That's over. The fight over. You know what I mean? Fights I seen over because the motherfucking knee was still down at 10, and the dude was really getting up. You know how many of them fight? You could go look them shits up. You'll see numerous cases where that happened. Them shit, the fight be over. Nah, it's Tyson Fury. Are you gonna say, oh no, because it was a heavyweight matchup? Nah. Bet you Wilder knee was down at 10. I guarantee you they waving the fight off. Guarantee you he gets slapped like that. He don't get no long phantom count. How much you want to bet? I bet anything. Guarantee you won't get that luxury. If he get dropped and his eyes go closed for seconds, guarantee you the fight get waved off the minute they see that. He won't get that luxury. That I know. I'm willing to say that. I will pass that off, even though that will always be my opinion. I will pass that off as a fact. I will guarantee you he won't have that luxury. That man eyes go sleep. You seen it with Danny Jacobs against Dimitri Parag for y'all that know that story. He got dropped bad against Dimitri Parag. It looked like he laid there for a second. Looked like Danny Jacobs was like, damn, he got me. Let me gather my shit so when I get up, I ain't staggering again. The man went to try to get up. The ref pushed him down, was like, nah, it's over. He like, ref, I'm good. Like, you could go watch it. You could hear Danny Jacobs pleading to the ref, trying to tell him he good. And he did not. He ain't let him get up. How crazy is that? He didn't even do the 10 count. He didn't let the man get up. He started counting. He just waved it off. That shit was wild. So that's what I always said. When I seen that with Fury, initially, the first thing went through my head was the Danny Jacobs, Dimitri Parag situation. They did not let him. They did not award him an opportunity to get up after that. And that shit was bogus. How you gonna not let the man get up and he trying and you ain't counted 10 yet? Explain that. You ain't even going by rules. How are you gonna tell me I'm out and you ain't counted 10 and I'm moving? Like that shit was crazy. I couldn't believe he did that to him. Yeah, skills. You know, I know that story. Never call friend, family. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Bongo, salute, smash that like button, come join the family. Yes, sir, man. But yeah, man, he wouldn't have been awarded the same luxury as Fury, man. That's just real shit. We know that. And we seen it with Danny Jacobs. If y'all ain't see it, go look that up. You'll see that knockout. They did not let that dude get up. He did damn sure ain't counted 10. And then you gotta think that's the undefeated dude at the time. You get what I'm saying? Never even lost. Like, and you don't give him an opportunity to get up. But you'll give Cheating Fury a chance to get up though. Justin Fan was good, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. And man, it's rough. I don't know how to count. He now and you know what, Fate? The crazy part is that would be giving him a pass in a sense. Like, not trying to say you giving him a pass. That would be us taking it easy on him if we say he didn't know how to count to 10. That's the biggest issue. The fact that he does know how to count to 10. And he just refused to do so. Just missed me with that shit. Blew me, man. Like, man, that shit took me up and dropped me back down. Like at the end result, like that was a high for me right there. I thought that shit was over, bro. You want to talk about over? I thought it was over, man. Man, that shit killed me. I was damn, he up again. This big barbarian, man. What is it going to take? Somebody hit him with a brick. Big as hell. If you put people guillotine choke straight headlock people, hey, I'm telling you, Chris, he's a big dude, yo. He's got paid extra to be dirty, touch oven mitts, fella. Yeah, that's facts, Bongo, facts. And then they switched the ref in one of those fights on some last minute stuff with no explanation. They did that. I could have swore they did that in one of them fights. Ref be throwing fights. Now, yeah, facts. Got to be held accountable sometimes. Facts, bro. He was very responsible for that long ass count. His explanation was trash. Because I would love the explanation, and please don't tell me it's different. Go to that Dimitri Pirog versus Daniel Jacobs. Why wasn't he allowed to get up? I ain't even say give him a phantom count, a long ass count. Why wasn't he awarded for you to count to 10 before you counted him out? This is what I'm saying. Thrill Hill salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling, bro? This is what I'm saying. That was bogus. Like, so how that same thing don't apply? Why? Because it's different? Or is it because it's different refs or what? So Jack Reese ain't fumble? Come on, man. Like, you know what you was doing. You gave your boy that extra time. And I always still give him some kind of credit, even though it was extra time. Damn it, the fact that he wasn't asleep was still impressive. Because it's certain, you know, it's a lot of Wilder opponents. They could have been given 30 seconds, 60 seconds. They probably still been asleep. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he still got up, I still gave his little stinking ass some credit for it, though. You know what I'm saying? But I made my peace somewhat with the losses, and I'm glad he continuing his career, man. And I'm glad despite how anything play out moving forward, like I'm rocking with him. I'm just glad that he continued to work on his craft and try to get better. And despite people trying to constantly count the dude out and put out misleading stories and stuff like that and use his name for clout and shit like that shit is weak, man. You know, if you're not gonna fight the man, don't mention his name at all, especially all he been through and how he put on for boxing. I don't want to hear shit when it comes to Wilder. That's why my energy be like that. I could tell you reasonably why my energy be like that. And then I always start off by telling people that's a detractor. He don't gotta be your favorite fighter, and you ain't gotta be in love with him. But outside of you hating on him as a fighter, if you can't see the way he move as a fighter and the man is the way you're supposed to move, then you are part of the problem when it comes to fans in the sport. I don't care what you say. Your voice don't need to be heard. If you can't understand when a man is moving like a man because you petty and you can't get past the fact that he'd probably sleep your favorite fighter, or in this case, he would have slept your favorite fighter, but he got cheated, and we ain't got to get into it, and you can't get past that, so you hate it, and you can't see that he was great for boxing, then you part of the fucking problem. That's why I go Wilder to the level where you got to ask people to not look at him as more than a fighter, because he stands for more than just boxing. You know what I'm saying? He stands for a community, his people. He stand tall. He represent for the fathers. He represent for fighters. He represent his sport the right way. He ain't in trouble outside of the sport. Like it's so much more that go into him being a fighter that make him dope outside of the sport. That's why he was able to be so successful outside of the sport, because of the work that he put on. He was able to showcase what kind of person he was because of the sport. And he used it and did it the right way. And now, if he want to, he ain't never got to fight again in his life. So the fact that he is, people should be thankful. I don't care what they say, especially the haters. Y'all should be thankful that he even thinking about risking his ass again for anybody entertainment. Because don't tell me it's about no fucking money, because he made plenty of that. You know what I'm saying? Listen to that man words. They giving him a statue and all that. That's appreciation, him trying to get back in the ring and do this all over again. And I ain't saying he ain't still hungry, but that's probably a new added motivation, seeing that people gave a fuck and got a statue damn near for where he from. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Wilder stand for more than boxing, man. Ronnie, I'm talking about Wilder, bro. Bomb Squad. Yeah, facts. Fate. Yeah, that ref was bogus. But that's why, you know, and a lot of times I go off about that, because people don't seem to understand why you rock with them, and it's easy for me to explain. And if you can't respect none of what I said, and just think, most of what I said just recently ain't even have nothing to do with him fighting in the ring. This is what I'm saying. This man moves accordingly. This is what you want in your sport. This is how you want somebody to represent your sport, man. Willing to fight any and everybody. The challenges they saying he won't take and other people won't take, he taking them head on and taking them more than once. That's why I say it all the time. Y'all know the story. Luis Ortiz popped dirty. He still would have fought him. Then he still spent the block and fought him once. Then turned around, spent it again, and fought him twice. Didn't even have to fight him once. He never had to fight Fury, despite what people think. His career would have been great without that dude. Fury need to be thanking him for even entertaining the idea of fighting him. He could have treated him just like he did Luis Ortiz and be like, oh, this is another drug cheat. I ain't got to fight this dude. Get what I'm saying? Could have easily did that. Then he had to draw, despite what people think. He could have easily looked at that and said, you know what? That fight was too close. I ain't fighting that dude again. Because we know a ton of people that would have did exactly that. What'd he do? Turn around, fight him again. Then he lost. He lost bad. What'd he do after that? He had to press that. Look who had to press the issue for the third fight. And if you can't respect that as a man, fuck boxing. That's how you supposed to move, man. He pressing. How's the dude that's losing, getting his ass kicked, is the dude pressing for the third fight? And that's not the dude you got respect for as a man. So that's the only thing you could say about him is windmill Wilder. He can't box. This, and that. That shit is corny. That's why I say I question certain people fandom, man. What kind of fan are you? Why do you even watch this shit? Like, what do you respect? Do you watch boxing and just be fanned out and you can't see that when a motherfucker is deeper than boxing or a motherfucker moving like he's supposed to, even if he lost to your favorite fighter, you still respect that man like a man? And it's some of the shit that you hear people say about Wilder. They don't do it. So why it's easy to come up here and speak for the dude like that. He'd getting on people's platforms, speaking to the people like that, man. I guarantee you can't get Tyson Fury to do that. Guarantee you can't get Tyson Fury won't come to no YouTube channel and do no fucking interview. Guarantee you he won't. That shit ain't Top Rank or something like that. He won't dare grace one of these platforms. But that's the dude y'all hate, the Wilder. Wilder is the guy people hate on. That shit is weird to me. That shit is weird. The dude that give you the knockouts that y'all say y'all want, that's the dude they be bashing and hating on. That's the dude they don't like. It's crazy, man. Get you the knockouts and then you say all he do is knock people out. Ain't that what y'all asked for? That shit is weird to me. I never understood that. Never understood it. But it's good. It's good. Good thing for Wilder, man. He got real people in the sport that really rock with him, man. And that understand what he stand for, man. Got people talking about he ducked this, ducked that. That man ain't ducked nothing. He never ducked smoke. Day in his life, Jay Gibson was good, my bro. All he do is put on. And that's the dude, y'all. And again, I always start off by saying, especially because I know people are normally detractors. It don't have to be your favorite fighter, yo. You don't have to like nothing about his fighting style. But do he move accordingly? How is his temperament as a fighter, and how does he move as a man? None of that matter to you. You just can't get past the fact that he ain't the most technically sound. So you are one of those weirdos that we speak of. You can critique him, but you still got to be able to respect him. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he deserved more respect universally, like all around, like all them wild comments that I've seen over the years. It's like, yo, damn, I ain't saying you got to be nice either, because this boxing, it's the hurt business. But it's like, through all that hating, it got to be some respect. I don't give a fuck. The biggest haters got to be able to respect him. The guy that beat him, respect him. You get what I'm saying? And that's for a reason. Why? The guys that he beat, respect him. You know what I'm saying? That's for a reason. So it's like, that's why I was going with that, man. I just had to speak on that a little bit, man. Wilder gonna come back and create good things, good fights till he retire. And I believe that's more than possible for him, bro. That's what I'm rooting on. I'm banking on it, man. I'm rooting for Wilder, man. Well, I said it'd be bigger than, deeper than boxing, man. That's why dude got a statue. You know what I'm saying? They know what time it is. That's why he found that new motivation. He see how much people show their appreciation, man. That he was humbled by that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people like Johnny Nelson. He's not coming back. Shut up, bro. He say he coming back. Now he got a date. I bet you he won't come back and be like, I guess I was wrong. You will never hear it. If he do say it, it'll be quick as hell and he'll get through it. Nah, you was wrong. All y'all do is talk. Y'all don't speak to him, do nothing. Y'all don't know nothing about him, but y'all always talking about what he doing. Now that's bogus. Y'all ain't got no sources or nothing. He ain't hollering at y'all because he don't rock with y'all. But then y'all always know what this man doing and what he gonna do. That should be weird. Either show the respect or just shut up. Because the hate, man, is unnecessary at this point. Again, you ain't gotta love him, but if you hating, then you a weirdo. Right in the taste where I heard that, and it's possible because again, it ain't that far off. For one, as far as being 40, and to my knowledge, and things I've heard is like heavyweights age a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like a 40-year-old, one of the lighter weights, a 40-year-old, it hit differently than a 40-year-old heavyweight. It's from to my knowledge. Now y'all could correct me if y'all never heard that before, but I've heard that often in boxing. Like heavyweights just age just a little bit differently. Like they even hit their primes later than what the lighter weight guys do it too. Like I've heard that. I don't know if y'all ever heard it, but I've heard it. Heavyweights hit their prime later, or it's possible for them to hit their prime and just hang around a bit longer for whatever reason. But that's not out the realm of possibility for Wilder to do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't like a whole ton of fights. You get what I'm saying? And especially if he come back sleeping shit like he been, like it ain't gonna be hard to do that. It ain't gonna be easy, but it ain't gonna be hard to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm glad he's not the guy to retire. So I know I could take him off that list of guys that's gonna retire first. Usyk and Fury is still up for grabs because it seems like if they don't fight each other, they actually might retire, which I really wouldn't care about. I respect Usyk though, not so much Fury. AJ probably gonna continue on, but the jury is still out. You know what I mean? Like where his mental is at, because he did have a big moment. That was a tantrum. Just ain't nobody get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it was a tantrum nonetheless. And it's for Kambosos. If he's staying true to his word and he's saying if he lose to Haney again, he out of there, then y'all could bank on it. Y'all could guarantee that Kambosos ain't gonna be there too much longer. You could guarantee he's gonna be retiring because I expect Devin Haney to put a foot in his ass. I expect Haney to put foot in his ass. You know what I'm saying? And I expect Demetrius Andrade to make some noise, or to try to salvage the rest of his career at 68. I don't think he ducking JANIBEK at all. I think that's nonsense. I think that's just a way to hate. Like, when you Demetrius Andrade, they ain't gonna cut you no slack. You gotta take everything you get. You gotta take when you a fighter like Andre, and some of it has been self-inflicted, but then it's a nice deal of it that's just just motherfuckers hating. So he just got to continue to put that work in and make his next move be his best move, and make efficient moves in the boxing game from here on out, so he could get the most out of his career. Hopefully he, put himself in position to be a champion at 68. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be a 3-weight class champion type shit, 54, 60, and you get 68. That'd be good for him. Just to wrap up, Wilder, like I said, he back. He training. They leaving no stones unturned. Caption of Malik Scott, straight from Malik Scott. So they putting in the work. Like I said, the story has always been through Wilder's career that, he ain't done the road work. Now I'm physically seeing, evidence of him doing exactly that. And it looked like they working extremely hard to pay, focus on attention to detail and just improve on Wilder in any area that they can. And that's all you can expect for a fighter, is just to work on himself and improve and put the work in. And that's exactly what they're doing. And I think we're going to see a good performance from Wilder come the 15th. And win, lose, or draw, I'm rocking with him. And I expect him to win in typical Wilder bomb squad fashion by knocking this dude out whenever he get his rhythm timing and that right hand start to land. That's just what it is. Till I see somebody really not be able to, get hit with that and really weather that storm, then I think otherwise. But until then, I got Wilder doing his thing on the 15th, and I got Devin Haney beating the hell out of Kambosos as well. Like I said, if he's going to retire, stay true to his word, then we won't see him too much longer. So, because he literally got 12 rounds left at max if he going to stay true to his word. That's how I look at it. So, Kambosos is on borrowed time. I expect Devin Haney to beat him. I would like to see him go in his tool bag a bit more in this fight, because I know those tools exist. I think he'd shut a lot of people up if he beat him, not just dominant, but really dog him.
I'm still here, dude. I'm listening to you cook, bro.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. And you know, I was just wrapping up anyway. That's why I was going to yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I expect him to go in that tool bag just a bit more and show just a little bit more dimensions to his game that we know he do got. And I don't want to see him play it as safe because, like, you know what I mean? I want to see him take a bit more chances and really try to hurt Kambosos instead of outpoint him. First fight, we know for sure, without a doubt, his intent was to outpoint that dude. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't look like, you know, he was really trying to hurt him. But it's like, you know, I seen a clip of Dev Haney doing some work to the body, and it looked like he was, you know, he was hitting the back, but the way he was sitting on them shots, and then my guess is, just a thought of mine is, the reason they would be focusing on that is because maybe they intend to do that and implement that in this rematch. And if he's able to sit down on them body shots and be comfortable with what's going to come back at him, and he able to land those type of body shots sitting down, I think he could do some real damage to Kambosos. And if not stop him, he could really just beat his ass a lot more convincingly, or, you know, just beat him as convincingly, but probably do more damage in doing so. You know what I mean? So I definitely got Devin Haney winning. And like I said, good riddance to Kambosos. He on borrowed time. He got a maximum of 12 rounds left if he going to stick around. And it still remains to be seen who's going to be the first one to retire out of these people on his list. Is it going to be Kambosos, USYK, or AJ, or Fury? Well, we damn sure know it ain't Bomb Squad. You know what I mean? But that's all I got on that. Appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't. Appreciate my bro T as always. Salute to my TWT family. Man, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all know we do this every day. So more than likely, I'll be back with another one. If not alive, I'll definitely be back with another video. So y'all stay tuned to that. Again, appreciate everybody in the building. Smash that button on the way out. T, I appreciate you, my bro. I see you over there robbing the bookie, so I'll probably catch you over there too. So I'm going to holler at my people until the next one. I'm out. Peace.